What's going on, guys? Seth and Chevy here for Tasty Loot Gaming, doing a TLG Reacts in place of Tasty Tuesday. Obviously, Gamescom 2019 has started, and we have a lot to go through, way more than we could cover in a Tasty Tuesday. We will be watching the opening night live stream. If there's something else that was shown, or another video that has to do with Gamescom that you guys would like us to watch, make sure to let us know in the comments, and give me a link to make it a lot easier for me. Yeah, so Gamescom, I've already heard a couple of the things that have been announced. I haven't watched anything all the way through. I've dodged a lot of things on Twitter, but I've seen clips here and there. I've tried to avoid watching them in their entirety, and I have not heard any audio really. It's better than having everything spoiled. So most of this will be pretty genuine, except for obviously the things I do know, like that Jeff Keighley is in Death Stranding, which is fucking awesome, but I'm excited to see him in action.
Right.
Yeah, so where are you standing when it comes to Gamescom? Have you heard anything? Have you watched anything?
I haven't watched anything. I for a moment earlier today forgot that Gamescom was happening, and I was on Twitter, and a GIF was going, and I was like, "Huh, what is that?" I was like, "Oh wait," and I started going past anything that moved, pretty much. So.
It threw me off because I looked up the schedule for Gamescom. It says Tuesday through like Thursday or some shit. And so that's probably when their like floors open, like E3. But I'm never, I mean, like we cover Gamescom every year, but I'm not as familiar with how Gamescom
is. Also in Germany, so the time could be different.
Oh, that might be possible. I don't know if it's Tuesday though, midday here in Germany. I don't know if they're that far ahead of us. Regardless, it threw me off that they were going to do like a full-on like opening night live stream, like pretty much how Jeff Keighley did the Game Awards, because E3 doesn't really do that. They all have their individual fucking presentations. So yeah, they start dumping info. I was like, oh shit, that's happening today. I was expecting it to happen on Tuesday. So
right.
Which you guys are watching on Tuesday. So, yeah, so anything you're excited for, or any thoughts on Gamescom before we hop into this? Because it's like a 2-hour video.
I mean, I don't really know what to be excited for, so I think that's probably a good thing.
Yeah.
Because I'll get, essentially to see it all unspoiled, minus, like you said, the one announcement. I also, Square posted something that I got to see as well.
Final Fantasy 8?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was more so just a release date and a price. So, but yeah, I haven't seen anything at all, so this is all gonna be new. So
yeah, I know they show off a lot of Death Stranding. I'm really excited to see that. So, because that's one of my most hyped games of the near future. So,
the game's turning into how many of my friends can I shove into this game?
Pretty much, yeah. It's really kind of weird how Kojima's just shoving everybody into it, so it's almost, and I haven't seen it yet, but it's almost taking me out of it. But I also don't know anything about the fucking game. Nobody does. So it's just been kind of weird him showcasing people that he knows, and he's putting them in and stuff, which I think is neat. Especially because I saw oh shit, who was it? One of the guys from IGN was talking about how like he was really happy for Jeff Keighley because he's talking about how like he's so involved in the gaming industry, and he's really important to the gaming industry, and he's working like 24/7 fucking all the time just to like promote and talk gaming and stuff like that, and that he like really admires Kojima, and they're really good friends or whatever. So he was like, he's really happy that he's in a Kojima game now. He's like, I know he's fucking thrilled. So that was actually really kind of cool. It's weird how Jeff Keighley, even for me, like especially, it's becoming more and more of a thing where people are just like not having it with the gaming publications anymore. People are sick of them, blah, blah, blah. People normally look to YouTube now, personalities, for gaming stuff over IGN, GameSpot, Kotaku, all that shit, Polygon. But among all of that, Jeff Keighley is like nobody has issues with that guy. Like, everyone loves that guy. Or they just don't say anything about it.
I've seen plenty of people, even on Twitter, basically say he's like the face of gaming.
Pretty much, that's what I would say. And he does a great job because he doesn't bring up weird personal shit or politics or anything like that. He's just gaming. Right. He celebrates it constantly. He organizes it constantly. So I always love seeing him being involved with something because I know it's going to be good.
Yeah.
Like, because he just gives a fuck.
Because he cares, yeah.
Yeah, and it shows, and it's awesome. I wish more people were doing stuff like that in 2019. So Jeff Keighley, he's cool, awesome, happy to hear that he's in Death Stranding. We should probably hop into this. A lot of people are saying this is like a baby E3, which is good to hear. Somebody was like, "Man, I wish E3 was as good as Gamescom," and I commented, I was like, "Well, I got to play Final Fantasy VII at E3, and I got to see Cyberpunk behind closed doors at E3, so I don't agree with you. But for you, maybe it wasn't as good as this." But I really enjoyed playing Final Fantasy VII. All right, let's jump into this.
Yeah.
Now, for anybody watching, I am recording using a different computer than I have in the past, so if something fucking happens, which I'm hoping it doesn't, I've done tests. But if it does, it's because
new hardware,
new setup. So I'm gonna refine it. I'll get it all fixed up. And I'm hoping this goes good.
Their video transitions were
Ladies and
silky smooth. Good
the
lord.
creator of the Game Awards, Jeff Keighley.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Gamescom. How you guys doing? I am so thrilled to be here at Gamescom in Germany. I want to welcome everyone watching around the world. You guys excited for a big week of Gamescom?
Yes.
It's a week?
You know, this is so fun because the Gamescom guys came to me and said, "Hey, we want to put together a little show to kick off this
E3 is
big
pretty
week
much a
for
week,
gaming."
except for
I said,
it ended on
talk to all the
Thursday, but
publishers, all
like
the developers,
for
and
them, it started
called
like
everyone
3
up
days
and
before
said,
I
"You know
got
what?
access
This is a great
to it.
idea
So.
to come here to show you guys some of the best games that are coming out.
I'm wondering
in
if
the
they're
next
going to be
couple
showing
of
fucking
years, and you're gonna
Cyberpunk
see
or
them
not,
here
because they
tonight.
showed
We're
like a
gonna
little
see
teaser
lot of
today.
gameplay. You guys into that?
And some of the gameplay I saw was stuff I saw, and some of it I hadn't
We've
seen
got some
before.
announcements and
But I'm wondering if they're going
surprises
to
for you as well, and it's
show
going to be a really
because
fun
I haven't heard
night.
anything about
now,
it.
Gamescom this week, there are over 500,000 people in Cologne, and we're all here to do one thing, which is celebrate video games, and we're going to have a fun week. So we got 2 hours of stuff. Let's get right to it and kick off Gamescom in style. We're going to start with a guy who was on Inside Xbox just a couple hours ago. Please welcome from the collective, Rod Ferguson. Hello, Rod Ferguson.
Me and you
Hello,
typically will critique the presentation as well.
Rod,
Actually, really
Gears
like the way
5
it
coming
looks.
soon for Xbox, right?
Absolutely, yes. Coming very, very soon. Less than 3 weeks, in fact.
And a lot of people since E3 last year have been waiting to see something, right?
Yeah, I mean, we had a plan. You know, we wanted to talk about Escape and Versus and Horde, which we've been doing. But obviously from E3, people really wanted to see more about the campaign. So figured what better place to show a new campaign story trailer.
All right, here we go. Gears 5, Gamescom, check it out.
I was gonna say this almost like seems kind of fast paced, but not nearly as bad as fucking the Game Awards, where they're like game trailer, game trailer, game trailer. Here's an award, game trailer.
Right, no chance to breathe.
Yeah.
Their stream is a lot better than most E3 ones, though. I have to give them credit.
Earlier today it looked like shit, so I was checking the quality of it.
Yeah.
So
Well, that could
apparently
be
they
it too,
fixed
because
it.
I would say this looks really
When
nice.
they're fresh, they take a while to render.
Yeah.
Okay, I like the sound. Although I don't fuck my streaming up.
Yeah. This is just gonna start becoming a thing where we watch a damn award show or game announcement show.
Ubisoft gives us the ass. As soon as Ubisoft starts, I'm just gonna fucking shake the screen or something.
I'm not a big Gears fan, but there's a lot of graphical things happening with the character models that I'm really
It looks
happy
really
with.
good. Yeah.
Like the hair physics and stuff like that were really good. And the mocap on the faces is really good. So
Yeah, it looks really good.
it looks really good graphically. So that's
I'm-
great for
I'm
Gears fans.
Very happy with Nine Inch Nails. Old Nine Inch Nails. It's just how many bullets you have to put into it before you die. That's my biggest thing. Otherwise, I'd be done to play it.
Yeah.
I want to like Gears of War.
This one's also available on PC this time, I think.
Yeah, I think so. I would assume so.
Yeah, that's kind of big. We've already talked about it, but their MO seems to be just putting games in people's hands at this point.
I have Windows 10 on this computer.
You do.
That means I can do
All your Xbox games.
cool.
All right, that's what I'm talking about, right?
It's nice to be able to show more of the game. It's awesome.
No, you guys
Trust
have been
the
doing
Game
such an
Pass.
amazing job on this. So tell us a bit about the campaign.
I have from
it's
E3
basically
the
a
fucking.
two-sided story. So
they gave me
there's
the
one part of the
Game
story is the
Pass
war returning to
Xbox
Sarah.
Live
Gears
bundle
4 is a
thing
little
for
bit
1
about three
month.
people lost in the woods finding the monsters, and now the monsters
kinda
are
wanted
here
to try it out.
and they're pissed off, right? And so we have to tell that side of the story, and then the other part is really what's going on inside of Kate's head and what's her journey. So those two stories come together are probably the best Gears game we've ever made.
Looks truly epic, 60 frames per second.
Yeah, it
4K,
looked like it.
60 frames in
I was gonna say, it was silky
really,
smooth.
really good looking.
Amazing.
Yeah, looks absolutely incredible. All right, well, let's turn to something you just announced a couple hours ago on Inside Xbox, which is Horde. Tell us about that.
Yeah, we wanted to talk about the new Horde. So basically, ultimate abilities are the new thing in Horde. So every character has their own unique ability you can do. So it kind of changes up your play style, and everybody plays differently. Things like Kate can go invisible. JD can bring down airstrikes, and so it's per character, it's not per role. So
That's
and
cool.
even engineers will each have their own ability.
Shoot through the wall?
And then we also have power
Yeah.
taps. So
Oh,
this
that's
new thing
neat.
powers the economy in Horde. And now every 10 waves, a new power tap appears. You have to decide: do we go
This
expand our
straight
base
up
and
reminds
capture
me
it,
of
or do we
Brute
just stay and
Force
defend?
for
And then
Xbox.
Jack is a playable character.
There's a
And so
dude you
Jack
can see
is
through
sort of
walls and
a
shoot
new
through
feature
it.
for us that is kind of an
That's
accessible
an
way
old
to play
reference
because you
for
don't take
anybody who
cover, you don't pixel hunt.
You see him there, he's
Played
literally
that
taking
back in the
over,
day.
obviously.
Yeah, his ultimate is awesome. It's called Hijack because we love puns. And basically, you shoot a dart into an enemy and then you possess them and take them over. So you're going up against a Scion with a boom shot,
I
hijack
know
them,
what
and
the
now
fuck
you're
I'm
a
looking at
Scion
right
with a
now.
boom shot, and you get to
drone.
destroy the enemies with that.
Looks so cool. And Jack, as I understand, is also going to be playable in campaign.
That's correct, yeah. So we're a 3-player co-op, split screen on the couch as well, not just online.
Yeah.
And so Jack is the third player, or it can be your second, however, but one of the three is Jack. And then, like I said, it's a great way for people who can't wall bounce, don't know how to take cover, that kind of stuff. It's like if you want to introduce somebody to Gears, getting them to play as Jack,
Weird.
the ultimate support friend who comes around and can
That's a
heal
very
you,
Nintendo
can make you
move.
invisible,
Yeah,
can
for
go
sure.
find
That's
weapons
why I'm
for you,
like-
he's awesome.
Okay,
It
and
makes
also
sense.
you
but-
announced back to Horde.
Yes.
There's a crossover between Halo and Gears coming.
Yeah, well, we figured Terminator Dark Fate is not enough. You know, Sarah Connor T-800 is great, but
I don't
what
give
if
a
we have
shit
Halo
about
Reach
that.
coming to Master Chief Collection? We figured why not have Halo Reach come to Gears of War?
Yeah.
So we've got Kat and Emil and the original cast members, like brought them back from 10 years and said, back in the studio you go. We need this, you know, and so they're playable in Horde, playable in Escape, playable in Versus. So you get, if you have the Ultimate Edition or an Ultimate Game Pass, you get them plus all their customizables.
All right. Well, I know the game is here at Gamescom, of course, and
That's
fans
where
don't
there's
have to wait long to play it
exclusives
either,
too.
right?
If you
Oh,
have
and
Game
in select
Pass.
stores in
Yeah.
North America, you can actually go to your local Microsoft store and play Horde this week.
Okay. Well, that's very cool. And the game is
Ooh,
coming out.
that's
in
one
just a
thing I
couple of
heard.
weeks, right? Early
Fucking
September?
Call of Duty
Yeah, September 6th
betas
for Ultimate
happening
for
this
early
weekend
access, September
for
10th
Modern
for
Warfare.
regular, and
Ah.
you know,
2v2
little
mode with
Gears
5
Pop
maps
is
or
out
something.
this
I was like, oh,
Thursday, so
shit.
if you want to get Gears sooner and in your pocket, it's out there.
All things Gears. Well, speaking of Gears, I want to congratulate you because we're announcing tonight that Gears 5 won the Gamescom award for Best Xbox Game. So you and
Oh, that's
have done an
amazing.
amazing job on that. So
Oh, thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Yes,
That's amazing.
Congratulations. So
Thank you.
great stuff. And we don't have to wait long to play it, as I said, coming early September for Xbox and PC.
Coming up really fast, and I
Damn,
can't wait
yeah,
to
that's
see
coming
everybody
right
online
fuck out
playing.
soon.
Awesome. Rod, I appreciate you making it all the way here from Vancouver. You guys are just finishing up the game, and thanks for coming to your first ever Gamescom.
My first Gamescom, and my first time in Cologne. It's been amazing. The people are amazing. The fans are awesome. So having a great time.
Awesome. All right, Rod Ferguson, everybody. Coalition Gears 5. Thanks, Rod. All right, well, that's a game you know about, but tonight we do have a couple surprises for you with brand new things that haven't leaked anywhere, and we always love to surprise people. So take
I
a look
love
at this
being
announcement
surprised.
of something brand new.
Like they haven't leaked anywhere yet because that's such a fucking common thing. Some kind of ship.
That saves a lot of build. That's a gun. It's back rear.
No, I don't think so.
That's a helicopter.
A helicopter?
Yeah. He didn't show me anything. Thank you.
Yeah, what the fuck?
That's right. The classic Comanche is coming back from THQ Nordic. I loved playing this game when I was a kid on PC. Nova Logic, voxels,
out
and
of my
I'm here with
wheelhouse,
Kirk from
apparently.
Nuclear because you're the
I remember
guys
the
who are
old
bringing
one.
this to life, right?
Yeah, we did actually. Great to be here. Good seeing you tonight.
It's great to
THQ
see.
Nordic, man, they're fucking
So tell
bringing
us a bit
everything
about
back.
this game.
Anything
How
is
did this
dead,
come
they're
about?
like, let's
You guys
try it.
getting involved with this?
Well, actually,
Smart.
2 years ago
Yeah.
during Gamescom, we came up with an idea and approached THQ Nordic,
Yeah.
the cool guys, and said, we have an idea how to get it back to life in the 21st century. And they liked the idea, and so here we are.
Okay, so and this is it's a team-based online.
Yeah, it
Yeah?
is. Yeah.
Tell us a bit about that.
That's how we roll, basically, because we have done a lot of stuff in the past, multiplayer-wise.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, but you will see some live footage later on. So
That's right, because we're not just CG trailers. We've got real gameplay for you
Real
guys to
gameplay
check
for the
out.
first time, yeah.
And you want fans to be a part of making this game, right? Tell us a bit
yeah,
about
absolutely, because everybody loves helicopters. They kick ass. They go in, kind of
Oh,
hide
yeah, I love
somewhere, and then
helicopters.
shoot somebody. So, yeah, that's it.
that. All right, well, let's take a look at the first.
I think he's trying to ask some
gameplay
questions. He's not gonna really
from
get an answer out of
Comanche,
him.
But
Right.
you can join us as well
Okay.
in the development.
Yes.
And Q4 this year,
Yeah,
we
guys,
go
I
to
have a
alpha
whole
and
lot to
beta,
say.
and in the beginning of next year, we go into early access. So sign
It's all
up for the game.
pre-programmed.
Okay,
Fucking,
check it out. Here it is, the first gameplay of Comanche.
See ya.
Yeah, this part I wanted to see.
Yeah.
Is piloting a helicopter in a shooter any fun?
Yes, Virginia, it is. And there's a game exactly for that.
So it's a multiplayer game. That's kind of interesting because I mean there's a couple flying games out there, but not really any helicopter games.
Plus, it looks like they're taking the versus approach.
Yeah. Which I mean I'd be interested in trying. I don't know if it's gonna be free to play or if you're gonna I have no idea what you spend on this because this doesn't look like that AAA. I will wait to see.
All right, Comanche, sign up now. And that's not all THQ Nordic
Damn,
has.
that
They got
fucking
some more
camera
drones
zoom.
for you. Check this out.
That's from like in the back of the building.
Extreme close up.
Just bring the camera closer. Fuck.
It's a racing game. Yep.
Like drone racing.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I don't think I'll ever play that, but I mean that's
All
kind
right,
of cool.
announced last
What if
week
it's VR?
was Need for Speed Heat from EA,
Maybe.
and everyone's been saying, when do we get to see real gameplay of it? Well,
Are they gonna
tonight's
show it?
the night. Please welcome from EA, Riley Cooper. Come on up, man.
Every time a Need for Speed gets announced, I'm just like, all right. So
How you doing?
I'm hoping this one will be cool.
All right, so Need for Speed Heat. We saw the
those
announcement
EA,
last
so I
week. Tell us a
have a
bit
little,
about this
fucking
game.
confidence.
How is it new or different for Need for Speed?
I saw on Twitter they're like no loot boxes, and someone's like, right, it's what was the term they tried using instead?
Surprise fucking mechanics, something like that.
Some-
fresh. I'll explain why all these races are in town.
All right, sounds
I'm
pretty
sick
cool.
of people
You
fucking
wanna
announcing
see-
that like
you
it's
guys
like
wanna see the
fucking
gameplay?
it's like some big surprise. Like
Shall we do the honors?
no
Riley?
loot boxes.
Let's check it
Thank
out. Need
you.
for Speed Heat.
It's like going somewhere and they're like, we're not gonna kick you in the balls. I'm like, oh, nice, thank you.
Yeah, thanks.
I appreciate that.
Welcome to Palm City, a fresh world,
I'm already
new
kinda worried about
customizations,
this.
and the return of cops make Palm City an urban oasis for those who burn fast and live by their own
Rockstar needs to make fucking Midnight Club 4.
Daytime
Good luck with that.
That shit's driving me insane. I loved 3, and 3 was their biggest game in that series. So it's where there's like, nah,
Then use the rewards to tweak your car's performance.
it's growing, but nah.
Customization.
Looks like Burnout, dude. Although
Cops
Burnout
patrol
took
the
some
streets
really
during the
bad
day, but they play by the
paths.
rules, finding you for speeding and limiting your progress using controlled moves to slow you down.
It's going through
Roam the
trees.
open world, nab challenges and collectibles. Spend as much time here as you like. When you're ready, switch into night.
Are they trying to make their own version of
Build your rep by competing
Forza
in
Horizon
illicit
or what?
street races.
It would be the template to copy.
The more your heat will rise and the more rep you'll gain. But having all eyes on you comes with a price.
Yeah, it's funny. I was actually listening to Easy Allies, and they were talking. They're speculating about what this is going to be. And one of them, I think, is Daniel Bloodworth or the fuck. He's talking about the last Need for Speed was trying to beat Horizon. He's like, well, it makes sense. Horizon's really popular.
Coordinated efforts that adapt to the situation.
That's what it seems like to me, except with cops.
Yeah, Horizon just nailed what they do so well. It almost feels like an open world RPG, but it's a racing game. That people need to back the fuck off that unless they think they can do it better and just do their own thing. Because like Horizon's really fucking good.
Step into your garage where you can tune your setup to your liking. Pick a car and make it your own. We've replaced the speed cards from Payback. You can now unlock parts by building up rep at night and use the bank you've earned during the day to level up your ride. Almost every car can be transformed into a custom whip. The revamped material editor adds a dynamic range of style combinations, while the new exhaust tuning system gives your ride a bark to go with this bike. Then, go beyond the car. Craft and create your own unique avatar to represent your style in Palm City.
Huh.
For the first time ever in Need for Speed, you can now customize your favorite rides through an app. Download Need for Speed Heat Studio today for an early access into car customization. With weekly car drops, a full line of custom parts, and a wrap editor, you can now build your custom ride and connect your account to push it directly into the game. Get the app and show off your Need for Speed style today. All drive will be available at launch. Crew up with your friends, or let us pair you up with others so you never ride alone. Your crew's rides will be displayed in your garage.
There's been so many fucking Need for Speeds.
Yeah, I do gotta say, even though I'm not sold on this, I'm not turned off by it either, though. If they are doing the Horizon thing, it does seem like they're going pretty heavy in the customization aspect, which is a good place for them to go with it. I just hope there's more to it than racing and escaping from cops, though.
What they need to do is make fucking Need for Speed Underground again. That was everybody's like favorite one after the original Need for Speeds.
Yeah.
That were like all like Lamborghinis being chased by fucking cops and shit on like crazy arcadey tracks where there's jumps and shortcuts and stuff. But Underground was like so fucking loved, and it's all about that customization, but also like the drift mechanics and stuff. And obviously, you could maybe make that into that as well. But I feel like even the brand name would benefit them.
You can have access to full visual customization of most of the cars in our car list. When you've done your designs, you can push them to the Need for Speed Heat, the full game, when it launches November 8th worldwide.
Okay, and Heat Studio, when is that coming out?
It's available in most territories on iOS and worldwide on Android.
Notice also how EA
right now
almost took.
I said right now.
Oh my god.
All right, there you go.
EA almost took the same route with like Apex Legends and like didn't talk about this fucking game until like it's coming out in November.
Yeah.
So like they've kind of dropped it right now. So it really seems like they're trying to
snap it right now.
avoid
very cool. Need for Speed Heat coming in
negative
November. Thanks very much,
opinions building before the game comes out.
Thanks, Riley,
Yeah.
from EA. Appreciate it, Riley. All right, we got some more announcements to make.
Well, in all
for
fairness
you
to
now.
the developers,
This is
obviously,
one
who work
that,
at EA,
again, another
I
big
hope they
surprise for
are
everyone.
given
Check
the
out
opportunity
another
to
world
make
premiere
good games.
right here
It
for
just
the first
obviously it
time at
sucks when
Gamescom opening night
the
live.
person paying to keep the lights on puts their 2 cents in constantly.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, I don't think any people working on the games are the bad guys.
Yeah.
Fucking the devs just want to make a good game. You don't spend years working on a game and go, let's find a way to fuck the consumer.
Right.
That's the people overhead who are like, how can we make more money off this?
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. I gotta mute this. I know this trailer. This is the Kerbal Space program.
Oh.
2 trailer, but it has a song that will get this video banned in the U.S. So it'll make this video useless. So hopefully you guys understand.
I was just like, carry on.
No, it's outro.
Oh, okay.
I'm the king of my own land. I could just like fucking do this whole song for you guys if you want. Play it a fucking million times.
Hey, just go to Spotify at the beginning of this trailer, hit play. M83 outro.
The song just builds and swells and gets bigger and amazing. I fucking love this song to death. I have put many songs from this album into videos, and every time I do, YouTube's like, we're not showing this in the United States. I'm like, well, that's most of my demographic outside of the UK, France, and Poland.
Yeah.
It was cool though. Like, I'm glad that this one got spoiled for me because I was able to catch that music. But fucking, it's crazy that they're making Kerbal too. It's a game for some reason just didn't click in my head that they'd be making. Because a game like that, you can just keep adding things to it.
I know a stupid amount of people who played the first game.
Sure, but in my brain, it's like a game like Minecraft. You could just keep adding stuff to it. No one gave a fuck about the visual prowess of it.
Yeah. Though there could be, and I don't know how they're building this game, but there could have been engine stuff too that maybe they had ideas, grander ideas,
Sure.
and the engine couldn't do it.
I'm sure there's a million reasons why they're actually just making the sequel, but I just didn't expect it.
No, for sure.
It just seemed like a game that you could just keep building onto. Like if someone announced Minecraft 2, I'd be like, that's crazy.
For sure.
It's just not a game I think about getting a sequel. You don't really need it.
Right. Though, and I'm real ignorant when it comes to Kerbal anymore.
You build rockets.
But that looked like building an entire, colony essentially on another planet, and then it also could be destroyed. So, yeah. Neat. I know one person in specific who was probably
Kerbal
excited for
Space
that one.
Program 2 coming
Alex?
next year.
Yeah.
All right, well, we still have some more announcements to go, and we're going to go right into the next one here. Check this out.
You
for the
laugh
first
like
time
you
here
haven't
at
done this
Gamescom.
before to us.
He's just going through the motions.
But you like not having a chance to think about the last one? Hit or miss company.
I don't know, man. Like every time I see that name now, I get kind of excited.
They have a lot of great IPs under that, but they also pretty much own anime games, and those are extremely hit or miss.
That new Tales game. Can't fucking wait for that. They're also, I covered this on Taste Tuesday, fucking Tastecast. You weren't there, obviously.
Yeah.
We watched a video for Rad. This looks fucking
Weird.
interesting.
Yeah. It's a little darker than I was expecting to see. Very creepy.
I'm into it.
Oh, okay. I didn't play the first one.
I never
but-
played the first one either. Those in the comments. This is the first one worth playing. It was neat looking though. It didn't show any gameplay, but I don't think.
Pretty cool imagery though.
Yeah. That's a good way to sell me.
Not on everything.
Rad, which is Double Fine's, I think, game they're working on before they got acquired by Microsoft.
Little Nightmares 2.
I think is out today.
How you doing?
As of
all right,
Tuesday.
thanks, yeah.
How'd you get this shirt on? Did you do that
But
during
that's
the
Bandai
trailer?
Namco as
Wearing this all
well.
day.
Oh my god. All
Which is
right, well,
weird.
hopefully you had a jacket on or something. Don't spoil any announcements. All right, well, anyways, Little Nightmares 2. The first game was, beautiful. And what we saw there, again, in-engine footage from the game.
Oh, that was
for you
in-engine. That's
guys
fucking
to
cool.
do a sequel, where did you want to take it? Seems like there's a new character, right?
Yeah, it's a new character called Mono that you'll be playing as. Six is there as well. So
That guy's acting like someone told him he's going on stage like 2 minutes ago.
He's
They're like, oh, who's going out there? You are. What? Get out there.
Who here speaks English? You? Get out there.
Your English is better than all ours. Go out
What
there.
you guys have put together there. And I noticed weapons now. We're gonna have some combat.
Kitchen utensils.
Okay,
Yeah, you
those
can
can
use
be
them.
weapons. Okay. So is this gonna be a little bit? Is it even darker? I mean, is there combat a big part of this game?
It's up.
You can tell he used to be in journalism because he just shotguns questions.
Dude, when he was talking to that guy, he wasn't giving him answers. Like, they never stopped. He just kept the pace going. So,
Yeah, well, it looks absolutely incredible.
because it was almost awkward. Because I was like, oh god, I can't even answer his questions. But he just go to the next thing, and I'm
we
like,
also had to kind of convince people
good job.
that we weren't ever going to make another one, so we could have a nice surprise like this. But now we've got, as you can see from the trailer, you're outside now, so you're not free, but you are outside.
He's looking like someone's gonna fucking
places
yell at
like
him
the
after
wilderness,
this. He's like, am I saying this correct?
And like an abandoned shack, and then we've got
I'm not gonna get in trouble, am I?
teachers and the hunter.
Little Nightmares is good, I'm telling you.
The
ladle combat.
Looks incredible. We can't wait to see more of it, and you'll have, I'm sure, more to share at Gamescom and
Let's see.
months ahead.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well, what do you guys think of that? Little Nightmares 2 announced right here at
Little
Gamescom.
Nightmare.
Thanks so much.
Plural.
Great to
Thank
see
you.
you.
Little Nightmares.
All right, well, there's so much other
that's
stuff going on
really
at Gamescom.
highly
in
reviewed.
The days ahead, and IGN's going to have a live
I've
studio
heard of it.
where
I
they'll
just-
be doing tons of
apparently
coverage.
it went under my
And joining
fucking
me
radar.
now to talk about the
Fuck
Gamescom
Polygon.
awards and all the things that are happening this
Wow.
week. with
Yeah, but
awarding great
on
games
Steam,
is
9 out of
Sydney
10,
Goodman
so.
from IGN. Sydney, take it away.
Well, thank you, Jeff. With me is none other than Mark Healy, creative director at Media Molecule. Mark, you and your team.
You look
won
like someone who would
Best
work at
He
Media
Original
Molecule.
Game
works at
and
Media Molecule.
Sony PlayStation 4 game for
He
Dreams.
dreamt up
Congratulations.
dreams.
And second, how are you feeling?
Well, that's fantastic. I'm very happy.
It looks like they sit in a room and take acid and think of fucking ideas.
And I'm just relieved, actually, that we've managed to get this far, because it's been a long road. So I should probably say thank you to Sony for letting us take so long to get here. And really importantly, I want to thank the community, actually, who are obviously the lifeblood of Dreams and
Yeah, hop back
blowing
in
us
that.
away,
Yeah,
blowing
me
us
too.
away constantly. So thank you to them as well.
That's awesome. Let's hear it for the community. So speaking of community, you and your team have been in early access since April. How has it been seeing players create and explore in Dreams?
Oh, it's humbling, because there's just so much talent out there waiting to break into this industry, So it's really exciting watching.
Yeah, if you have a
people
PS4
get better and better
and you have
day by day.
ever
There's
an
already
itch to
some
make
superstars in the
anything,
community.
You can make anything in
Yeah.
dreams.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just really
it's fucking stupid.
Awesome. Well, congratulations
If you're in
again.
music,
and
you can make
That's
music.
what was cool to hear him say the way
Thank you,
he's
Sydney,
like
and
say what he said the way he said
congratulations
is
to
because
Molecules.
like
Such a great game
they
with some
created
power
a
creators
tool
around
for
the
people to
world.
create,
All right, now our
and
next
so
game
him
is one that has
not even
been
looking at that and
announced,
going,
but
"Oh, these
everyone
guys are making
wanted
really
to
great
see
things."
gameplay
He's
on
just
it.
like, there's a lot of
Tonight we
talent
got
out
the first
there
gameplay for
because they
you.
gave him the tools
Predator
to
Hunting Grounds from
use
Ilphonic
and
and
show off that
PlayStation.
Right,
talent.
and you
So-
do everything with a controller. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
It's really, really insane. It was almost daunting when I was using. I was like, "There's so much you can do with this."
They have a good video tutorial system, though. So
Well, it's like a class.
yeah.
What's this?
Okay, Voodoo, timing here is crucial. Let's get in, find the satellite.
I've been playing so much Sniper Elite. When I saw that grenade, I was like, "Fucking, I wanted to shoot it." Damn,
Right.
stabbing through him.
Right at the shoulder blades.
Resistance inbound on your position. Keep your heads down. They're over here.
This looks janky.
Damn it, Voodoo, I need someone near that SATCOM. What the hell was that?
Oh yeah. Like, this looks janky, Predator.
This is confusing. If this is that Predator game they teased before, I thought they said it was going to be a top-down game, which I thought was weird. If it's fun to play, I would look past the jank. I love fucking Alien vs. Predator 1 and 2. The games, not the movies.
There you
Games
go, your
were
first
sick.
look at Predator. I'm here with Charles from Ilphonic to talk about this. So you guys did Friday the 13th.
Yes, sir.
How do you go from there to Predator?
Well,
Really?
we're just kind of sitting around, and someone decided to throw out the idea, and we really didn't even have to think about it or brainstorm it. We all just knew instantly what the game was, so it totally made sense.
You had to get the license. You had to pitch it, I guess.
Yep, went to Fox.
So the
and
same
then
guys who made
Sony
Friday
after,
13th are
and
making
here we
this?
are
Yeah.
today, so it's
Okay.
pretty amazing.
I'm sold because that game is fucking
It looks really cool. Now, this
janky,
is multiplayer,
but
which is
fucking
the
fun.
big, you know,
I think these guys got a hard on for like trying to get licensed games though. They
I feel
got
bad for them about Friday
Yeah, 4
13.
fire team members,
Yeah,
and
well,
they're
hopefully
going through doing
the
missions
Predator,
kind of similar to the 87
Whoever
film.
owns the rights to that
are
the
better to them.
Predators then hunting
Won't be like,
the
no.
fire team. So it's kind of a
Okay, but we made the
bit of a
game.
hunt
No.
becomes hunted type moment. So
Can't add anything to it. No.
And between, obviously, you got to balance it out, so it's fun to be on the team or the Predator. But tell us about that balance.
Oh yeah, so we're it's always something we're doing kind of until
Oh,
the finish.
janky. They're making it. I like their jank.
Yeah, the other game is janky too. I remember looking at that. I was like, what the fuck? And I was making fun of it. I was like, wait, this game's fun.
We have a lot of fun with it.
Awesome. I know it's sort of early alpha, so you guys
Probably gonna be
are
a similar
here at
experience, except
Gamescom, showing
for
it to media,
you're gonna have
coming
guns.
next
So
year.
is he.
Yeah, pre-alpha and sometime next year for sure.
All right, Predator Hunting Grounds. It's one to watch. Thanks so much for.
Yeah, I'm excited for them.
Thanks for having me.
I'll definitely look
Great.
into
All
that
right.
just
Well, now we're gonna
because
take
I
a
like
look
what they
at
did with
a
Friday
game
13.
that has an expansion coming out in September. Monster Hunter.
Never heard of it.
Check this out for the first time.
Fucking Paul, and if you're watching this, Paul's asked me like 4 times. So you picking that up? I'm like, yeah, of course I am.
Monsters displaying disturbing behavior.
Songs.
Is having an incredible effect on other life in the new world.
You're going to need his help. That elder dragon is going to be a problem.
I'm gonna be so awful at this when it comes out.
I gotta shake the fucking
Cobwebs off?
off, yeah. Dude, when I was playing this at fucking, again, bring up E3 again, fucking, when I was playing this at E3, I completely forgot how to use the fucking bug glaive. I was like trying to remember it in the middle of the fight. I'm so glad. We've talked about this a million times. I'm so glad they're going this route of making like a fucking expansion.
Yeah, it's showing longevity again, and I'm glad that it's becoming the standard again in gaming, because that's how it used to be. You made a game, people played it for a long time, you brought out more content for that game.
Yeah.
They kept playing it, and then the trend of annual games started happening. And not into it, but yeah, until they literally can't use the engine anymore, I'd love for them to just keep adding on.
First off, they supported the fuck out of this game more than a lot of people support their games. Then they were making an expansion on top of that, which looks awesome.
Yeah,
I would love for them to make another expansion. I don't need a Monster Hunter World 2 anytime soon. Just make another thing like this.
Well, I'm thrilled for the dev team there too, because like Capcom was in a weird place for a while, and they're making really good decisions.
All the Japanese companies are on their redemption arc right now.
Yeah.
It's a new genre. Welcome to the cycle.
You played No Man's Sky yet?
No.
With the new update?
No.
Way streamlined.
I'm nervous to turn the game on because every time I do, I don't play anything else.
I got into space like fucking almost instantly. The game like rushed me into my ship this time.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah. Well, last time I tried playing, fucking the plane I was on was bugged, and the robots just killed me over and over again.
I'm kind of tempted to buy it on PC at this point, which is kind of sad.
I kind of would want to play it on there too.
Because every time I play it, like it feels decent on controller, but I always feel like I could probably have a better time with the keyboard and mouse.
Yeah. And the VR, if they make it better, I might be into it. But it's neat. It's there, but it's not. And
so this
I
is
apologize to anyone who listened to me
PvP.
say this exact same shit on Tastecast, but
break that down.
it's
for us. How does it actually play
pretty just
out?
kind of tacked on.
It plays out pretty interesting.
So it's not enough
So
for me
the
to
mix of
stay
PvE
over on
and
fucking
PvP that we
PS4 or
have,
for
I don't
PSVR.
think it's
Yeah, but their track record though, I guarantee they keep working on it.
So the game is
Definitely.
So
I'm so glad they didn't give up on that game.
It's really quite different.
And also, apologies for zero reactions to that trailer because
it looked generic.
I'll say it didn't really
cycle some kind of fucking
sci-fi shooter.
At any time, yeah. But it's a game that you kind of have to play to get. And
You can. It's out on the Epic Games Store.
Yeah.
It's a free download.
Nope.
And yeah, try it out.
Sorry.
What you think.
Awesome. And you guys are doing this independently, which you guys have done lots of games for lots of publishers before, but you're just kind of striking out independently. Why did you want to do it that
It's
way?
a free-to-play game, though.
We're taking quite a lot of risk with the cycle, to be
Yeah.
honest. It's quite innovative, and that's not really for everyone. So, and after 20 years, I mean, Jaeger's been around for 20 years, so we really just had to go for it at some point. So, I'm super happy that we as a company had the courage to do it. And big
I don't know, but he just straight up said that was a huge risk for himself.
Because it wouldn't have been possible without their help.
Lots of cool German game developers on stage tonight as well, which is really cool. So awesome.
Those guys who Spec Up,
great
it's
to
the
have
line.
you here. Congratulations.
Really?
We
You
will
would
check
know
that
them
out on the Epic
from,
Games
yeah.
Store. And now we're going to take a look at a new trailer. The next episode of Life is Strange 2, Episode 4, is coming out this week, and we've got the first look at the trailer. Check it out.
They're involved with it, apparently, or at least were.
I'm glad he said you need to play it to get it, because I watched that video and I was just like, okay, he's fucking shoot lasers.
Oh no. This is the first Square game you're gonna show us?
It's the only one.
I keep having these
Is it?
Only one worth seeing, Chevy. There's no other Square Enix games worth seeing, ever.
Nowhere to go.
I can think of one that I can't stop playing.
I'm so different now. I don't even recognize myself.
Remember, you gotta do this.
4 times a day, I won't forget. I let everybody down. I lost Daniel. Where would he hide out?
We have a lot of people looking for your brother.
This is where I am. For how long? It's been over 2 months.
The Bureau put his profile out over.
I'm not going to say anything positive about this because I haven't played it and I don't like the first one, but it does tonally seem like a completely different game, which is neat that they weren't just copying the tone of the first one. They had that like indie movie vibe to it.
How would I even find him? Is the whole world out to get me? Nobody will stop me.
I mean, they just kind of did.
I slapped the fuck out of that guy.
I'm not afraid.
I like eye patches.
I want to help my brother. It's all I can think about.
Sean?
I wonder if it's the same writer from the first season. And I know a lot of people really like the first one. I hate it. But that dude was so like pompous when he was talking about people making fun of the dialogue. He's like, I grew up on the West Coast, and everyone talks like that.
We do have some Death Stranding for you.
It's like,
all right, but right now we're going to get to another new game announcement. Sega and Amplitude are teaming up to introduce a brand new historical turn-based strategy game. What if you could rewrite and reimagine the entire history of Humankind? Check out this world premiere.
Damn it, zoom.
It's quick.
It's got the camera fucking like a mile back there. I get anxiety when I see the word Sega. I do, because fuck it, I don't know what I'm gonna see.
I was hoping you were gonna show me a video game.
Nope. There's some kind of beat happening. And caveman.
Copyright.
I hope not.
Alright, caveman in space having a one-man rave.
I mean, if you were stuck on that ship too and you had access to that synth, I'm sure you'd be doing all sorts of crazy shit. Or at least I would be.
Oh, thank you. The strategy game.
Yeah.
Yeah. They said they're bringing it back. So.
What is it?
I don't know. They said yeah. But you can start from caveman and.
Yeah, 'cause I'm getting like.
I think it's the Age of One. No, Humankind. That's what it's called. I was like, it kind of reminds me. Like, I think I could be getting this wrong, but I think Age of Wonders was a game where you started from the very beginning. And
that just looked like a Civ type game, which
Now
has
it
my
is
interest.
time for Borderlands 3. You guys ready?
You played it,
Oh,
dog.
I love the enthusiasm.
Put it
All
out.
right. Please welcome from Gearbox,
Yeah,
Paul
in April.
Sage.
Yeah.
Hello, Paul.
Hey, Jeff, how are you?
I'm doing pretty well. You've been traveling around the world. There's so much Borderlands stuff going on, but we don't have to wait much longer for this. Coming in September 13th. So let's talk Borderlands 3. First of all, the campaign. I know last week a lot of previews went up. Influencers, press got to play it. So we got a little footage of campaign we're going to talk about first before we get to talking about the end game, which we're very excited about. But tell us a bit about the campaign and sort of what you guys have shared recently on Borderlands 3.
Damn.
All right, so we showed off about 4
Invasion of
hours.
privacy.
Fucking
of
A,
just
if I have
the
my
beginning
phone up and someone like
gameplay where
looking
you
at
start
him,
on
like, what are you
Pandora.
doing?
Yeah. And then we
That
moved
person's
on to
like
Eden City, which is a
broadcasting
new
that
planet,
live.
we've never showed off before, and we tell this kind of heartwarming story of 2 AIs who fall out of love, and one AI who's a jilted lover takes and shoves the other AI just straight up into a pink plush bear who is voiced by none other than the charismatic Ice-T.
There you go, Ice-T. All right, in Borderlands 3, of course, right?
Yeah.
Now you got.
It's
obviously
amazing to see the
characters
polarity
playing with
of
Black,
like
and
him
people
up
are
there
super
presenting this
excited
game
about
and
what
all
we're
the
showing kind of on
fucking
campaign. And the thing that everyone
controversy
is always
with
curious now.
Borderlands
I know it's
3
kind of
right
silly
now.
to be talking about the end game before the game's even out. But folks want to know, what's the challenge? What can you tell us about the end game for Borderlands 3?
All right, so all this week and probably next week and a few more weeks, we're going to be talking about endgame.
Yeah.
The first 2 things we're going to talk about, the first one is called Circle of Slaughter.
Okay.
We're bringing back Circle of Slaughter from Borderlands.
Yep.
Right? And it's just this wave after wave survival mechanic of fighting off enemies.
Right.
And the cool thing about this is that, the more you survive, the better your rewards are.
And there's more, though, right?
There is more.
Okay.
So we're announcing something called Proving Grounds.
Okay.
Okay, Proving Grounds starts off with the Iridians,
Yes,
right?
we got
And
footage here, right?
Yeah, we're showing off, a little bit of the Proving Grounds here.
Yes, okay.
And the nice thing is you have to go throughout the game and discover Iridian writing. This is this ancient alien race.
Yep.
And then you find the coordinates to planets once you kind of decipher all these things. And then you find out that you can take a mission from this Iridian that you see here, and the mission has different objectives in it, right? So it's got one, which is kill everything, because Borderlands.
Of course, yes.
And then it's got optional objectives, like don't
Yeah, I
die,
see that.
do it within a
fucking
certain
creepy.
amount of time, and kill a certain thing. So you can,
I can see all the,
yeah, you can see the optional objectives right here.
Yep.
And then the nice thing about the optional objectives is that if you do those optional objectives, at the end we have a chest, and the loot gets better, how the optional objectives play out. So if you're really good, you'll get the best loot in the game.
Super replayable, obviously, people that kind of...
It's all about replayability at this point, yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's amazing. So time-based, obviously, going through there.
It's cool they're-
having an
they got
amazing
their
time. So this obviously...
mind's in the
Proving
right
Grounds,
place
this
when it comes to
is
the
one
end game.
map. Are there multiple Proving Grounds, obviously?
Yeah, there's about 7 different Proving Grounds scattered throughout the game. Or actually, sorry, I said 7, I meant 6, but words.
Okay. I'm sure there'll be more down the road.
Right.
But, all right, so that's... And I'm sure there's probably even more in-game, or...
There's all sorts of in-game. Again, like I said, we're going to talk about it more.
Animation's
We have
really
something
good.
called Guardian Rank, which
Yeah.
is if you play Borderlands 2, it's like Badass Rank 2.0.
Yeah.
We'll be talking a lot about that. So yeah, a lot of stuff coming up.
All right, well, we don't have to wait long for Borderlands
There's just so much
3, but
content
it's so awesome
in
to see
2
Proving Grounds.
that
And when
when
we
they're
check it
like,
out,
this is going to have more, I'm like,
You'll
you
be able
got
to
a
check it out
lot
on
of
Friday
shit
the
to
13th.
make.
That's
Yeah.
September 13th, 2019. I hope everybody is there.
Oh,
You
yeah,
have
and
to
I'm
really
sure you're
kind
going to
of
have it playable here at
fucking
Gamescom.
set a bar
Check
really
it
high.
out, right?
Yeah.
All right, Borderlands 3, the guys from Gearbox.
While
Paul,
they're
thank you so
pissing
much.
everyone off.
Kicking off Gamescom with us. Really appreciate it.
It's like the most
All right.
conflicting thing I've ever fucking
So now we've
experienced.
got
It's
a
like,
cool new game to show you
controversy,
guys. And this comes
game
from
looks
a German
fucking dope, it
studio.
plays
Sometimes
really
we
well.
get pitched indie games for Game Awards or even Gamescom, and sometimes we get trailers that just blow me away. And this is a game that you may not have heard of before.
Yeah, he's got his little Death
from a
Stranding on his
studio that
back.
You may not know about, but take a look at this. I was really impressed
He's
with this
looking sci-fi
trailer.
as fuck.
So we're so proud to announce this brand new independent game made here in Germany on opening night live. Check this out. Let
Oh,
me
I
know
thought
what
you
you
meant
think. I
it's
was really
made there
impressed.
tonight. We just made this. We need another world premiere. Someone fucking cook do that real quick. Roguish games.
I almost say something about this is feeling familiar.
That name sounds familiar. I want to play a good space game. Obviously there's Elite Dangerous, which I never played. And people have said really good things about it.
Oh, yeah, okay.
What's Everspace? It looks fucking good.
I think Everspace has been on my wish list on Steam for fucking ever.
Oh, that's where I've seen it.
Yeah, so
it looks
it was.
good.
I'm pretty sure people really enjoyed the first one.
What the fuck is that?
It's a good looking game.
Yeah, I like the style and the graphics really good. God, then there's that other one that gets coming out this month. It's like a prequel to the original. Fuck, what the hell's it called? We talked about it recently on a show.
Oh, it's a roguelike.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It's about 7 out of 10 on Steam for the first one, so
it's pretty good.
Yeah.
2021. Holy shit.
That's early. That's a very early announcement.
That game looks pretty fucking far along too.
It came out in 2017. It's a 3D space shooter with roguelike elements and non-linear storytelling. What?
So, stranger.
Oh, Witcher.
Ooh.
I got really confused for a second.
Those graphics are fucking turned down.
They did warn everybody that they had to do a lot to get it to run.
I mean, you can play it on there, so that's cool, but that
doesn't do it any justice.
That's really bad. Not bad on their part. It's running on there, but still. It'd be hard for me to play such a gorgeous game at those graphics.
Turn down that much.
Nature, breathtaking landscapes, kind folk.
Plus,
I wager you'd have a much better time
there.
Certain games, even when their graphics are down, don't play as well on Switch as they could on other things, to the point where it almost becomes a hindrance. Because, like, my time at Porsche, whatever the fuck it's called, I got it on Switch because I was like, oh, it'd be cool to take the game around, but, like, the load times are so fucking long.
Yeah.
Like, I don't care about the graphics. The load times are so long, it's almost not worth playing it. So I see a game like this, I'm like, hopefully they got that shit under control.
Well, I mean, it's accessible, so, which is great. If that is the system you have and you wanted to play this game, it's a fucking huge game. Like, have a blast. But for people who played it, yeah, that's a little rough to look at.
They announced something else coming out on Switch. Ori and the Blind Forest, which is really cool, but...
All right, there you go. Witcher 3 Switch
too.
announced October 15th. That's the announcement of the release date for that. Now we're going to talk about FIFA 20.
All right, well, that's a good break
Joining me from EA to talk about FIFA 20 is Matt Turner from EA. Matt, come on out.
I like how he paused to see if he was going to get some sort of reaction.
Hello, Matt. Good to see you. So FIFA 20
okay,
is a big deal, especially over here. Everyone loves FIFA.
They're in the shit.
Tell us a bit
about
obviously.
But I am glad they're at least still trying to advertise their games.
Something that fans have been asking for.
But they have a
FIFA just like fucking Madden's gonna sell, no matter what. Just like Call of Duty's gonna sell. Like there's certain games that are just
bringing you your favorite
annual games,
squads and clubs and players and stadiums, but. We understand that for millions of people all over the world, their stadiums are streets, they're cages, they're courts. And those are the spaces where they can express themselves and bring their creativity to the game and sometimes even influence.
I'm assuming this is all on Frostbite.
Creating a fresh and deep and authentic experience.
I'm fucking sick of all EA games on Frostbite. They all look the same.
You have a refined gameplay experience. You have a brand new customization experience.
Plus, everyone bitches about Frostbite
what your character looks like,
because it was built to make first-person shooters on.
Yeah.
And with all the ways you can play Volta football with
It was built to make one shooter.
It was a great engine. I still argue it is a great engine for Battlefield.
Yeah.
But I've read so many times developers going like, this shit's hard as fuck to make like a racing game with, a fucking any kind of game with. It's not first-person shooter.
Real legends of street football, and then you're gonna create your squad and try and go out there and
like when Frostbite, I think 3 came out of the fuck for Battlefield 3, when EA bought it or whatever, acquired fucking DICE. I was like, oh, that's really smart. I didn't know the fucking in the future they were just gonna depend on that engine and be lazy, which now I'm just like, no shit.
It's a pretty big fucking thing all the big companies do, man. They get that one engine and just fucking go for it. I mean, even Ubisoft, I think Ubisoft has 2 engines, but
they use a couple.
Yeah, but they still use them.
But they don't. Ubisoft's engine is fucking more modular. It's built for Ubisoft games.
Sure, well,
like Frostbite wasn't.
What was the one? Valve's engine. Source. Yeah, that lasted a long time. It was
I think that's why we're not getting Valve games anytime soon, because I think they're hopefully working on a new Source engine.
Right? Yeah. Check it out at Gamescom right now. You can if you want to.
But like everything that's on Unreal makes complete sense. Unreal is one of the most modular, just like Unity fucking engines out there. You can do anything with it.
Awesome.
So.
All right, let's check it out. FIFA 20 world
Yeah,
premiere.
you can do a lot with Unreal. It's crazy.
Story. Thanks, Matt.
You can literally make anything.
For once, and just take it in.
Hey, Jay.
Okay, so first off, what kind of camera is that? What kind of fucking mic is it? It looks like shit. Looks like some fucking Nikon or some Canon bullshit. Still resonating with me.
Yeah,
I'm watching a guy on the ground smiling, doing impressive things, but
it's lost on me.
Yeah.
I know this aspect of FIFA community member Psycho is excited for the street aspect of FIFA. So
Psycho plays FIFA?
I don't know if he plays, but he seemed a little interested in the street
observes,
part. Yeah.
Observes fucking FIFA.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Psycho.
I'm actually not surprised that he would have input on that, because he seems to like us play everything. Yeah.
Some sweet
This
fingers.
isn't FIFA.
Nope. They moved on.
You'd think we'd learn. Oh, all in the name of progress, right? They say there's always something better. Burn the old. Bring in the new. Well, how'd that work out?
What is this shit?
Risked our whole future. And we trusted them.
You gotta punch it, dude. Come on.
And now we fight them any way we can. For what?
Oh, this is the... They said in the beginning too, and I just blanked it until just now for some reason. Remember how the people who worked on Halo were working on the game? We got that weird
Disintegration?
Yeah, we got that weird teaser that just showed the ship. This is it.
For what's left of humanity.
Unless this is something else. I thought that's what they said though. Not what I was expecting.
Yeah, me neither.
Is it a Destiny game?
Was just showing him flying.
It was showing.
Is it a strategy game?
Cooperative elements too, though. So
is it co-op?
I have no idea.
The guy's just flying. It's not showing anything else.
I'm sorry. Were you two having a moment? I can leave y'all be.
What? The grav cycle? I'm a pilot.
Uh-huh.
It's called a pre-flight inspection.
No judgments here, huh?
I mean, I'm intrigued, but I don't know what the fuck I just watched. So there's just that guy on that thing floating over other people fighting while he shot shit.
Yeah.
We got Marcus from V1 here.
Hopefully he'll
Marcus,
talk about it.
this is so cool that Disintegration is
Weird
real. You
again.
showed the
Just
real
out here.
gameplay there. You and I first started talking about
He's
this
just
game,
like,
I think,
we're making it.
5 years ago.
It comes out someday.
Right? We're talking about the first Game Awards in 2014. You're like, maybe we'll kickstart this, and here we are, 5 years later. You've got a bigger team now, right?
We do. We have we started out with 3.
Yes.
And now we have a small team of 30 people at V1 in the Seattle area, back out in the Pacific Northwest.
Yes, well, you're known
Pacific
for
Northwest,
doing some
where
cool
you
things
at?
out there in Pacific Northwest.
Imagine that.
Certainly, co-creator of Halo, Master Chief, and this is
Worked for
something
Microsoft.
brand
He was
new.
already
Tell
up
us
here.
about the new character that you're in.
All right, we've got a new character we're playing. His name is Roamer. He's a trained grav cycle pilot. It's one of these vehicles that you saw flying in the game.
Yeah.
It's a game pretty much unlike anything you've ever played before.
And you're doing campaign and multiplayer for this?
That is true. We have a full single
It's true.
player story campaign, as well as a huge
He's trying to sell that game. Just
Let's
ask
talk
questions.
about some of the gameplay we saw there, because people, know sort of, first-person action games, and tell us about the style of gameplay and how you're playing there, and explain what people are saying.
Sure, it's a first-person shooter
That's right, Jeff.
with a lot of real-time tactic elements blended in.
That's a video game.
You play as a pilot in this grav cycle vehicle that hovers above the ground, and you have onboard weapons for offensive and defensive capability, as well as then commanding a small squad
That's
of
what I was saying.
units
Is
on
it
the
a strategy
ground
game?
that each have their own unique
He did
abilities,
mention
so
multiplayer,
it's your
though,
job
so.
to use them strategically in gameplay. It's really cool.
Yeah, no, it looks amazing, and it's got that, the feel that I think we know and love from, Halo, Destiny, sort of that epic world, the great music. I mean, it's a lot of signatures there, but it's new and different gameplay.
That's all in my DNA.
Well, the fact that you're doing, campaign and multiplayer, I think, is absolutely
It's like a brand of
amazing.
fucking
It's
genetics.
something that looks that fun.
Needs some multiplayer
we
versus.
are taking on something pretty ambitious with a title like this, but the 30-person team in Seattle is a powerhouse of talent, of AAA devs like myself, as well as a lot of emerging talent. So it's a great mix.
Well, this is definitely a game to watch.
The first thing I thought of, it's really weird because this is
now
a game
you're
that
gonna
I used to
help
play on
people play it. I mean,
Xbox,
it's your
the
Gamescom
original
That's right.
Xbox.
We're playing
I think the game's
multiplayer
called
on the floor,
Full
so
Spectrum
we're
Warrior,
pretty excited to have
and it was
every,
like you
buddy
controlled
jump
one
into a
dude,
5v5.
but you had a squad with you,
Frenetic,
and you were telling them where to
great
run to and
experience
shit. And
on
it was like a
multiplayer,
military
so it's pretty
simulator.
great.
I love you
Where
guys
like
announcing the game.
you guys were
People
behind
play
cover
it
and you
right
tell
here
that guy to
at
take a
Gamescom.
like
It
shot
looks
and
phenomenal.
fucking cover
Good
fire,
luck
and you
with
have to
it.
move
Hopefully
from
we'll see more of
position
it
to
soon.
position.
Disintegration,
It's not the
Marcus
same,
V1.
but
All right,
that
awesome.
whole like
Thanks,
having a
Marcus.
squad you're
Now we're
commanding
taking a look
as
at
you're
a
just like
trailer
with
for
them kind
Darksiders
of reminded me
Genesis
of
coming
that.
out
So this is that MMO where you create 3 characters and you play all 3 of them?
Yeah, that was a fucking long time ago. I forgot the hell that was.
Those guys are just gonna make every game ever.
Dude, they're working on fucking Time Splitters. That's huge news for me. They brought back one of the fucking original designers for the game. It's crazy. I'm not like a Darksiders dude at all, but when I played this, fucking I almost felt like this is what Darksiders should be. So it's like it was interesting they're going this route.
Yeah, so this is looks like a looter.
It's not. But it's similar. In fact, when I was in the line, one of the guys was talking with one of the people there, and he's asking about loot and stuff. He's like, no, it's not like that, but there's like a skill tree and shit that you level up, and there are items you get to switch out and stuff like that, but it's...
so more akin to something like Bastion.
Yeah, and it's a prequel to Darksiders, but it's got this weird system where you can switch character as you're playing, or when you play co-op, you play as both the characters. But they have constant dialogue. But the thing that's weird is like,
all right, welcome back to
at first I'm like, oh, it looks like it plays like
Gamescom
Diablo. It
opening
actually
night
feels
live. Now
just
we're
like
gonna move on to a
Darksiders.
game
In
that
like
was
its
announced as
puzzles
part
and
of
it's like
Google
platforming and stuff. It's
Stadia.
just
It's a
from a
launch
different
title.
perspective.
Please welcome
It's still
Raul
completely
Rubio
feels like
from Tequila Works to
Darksiders,
talk
but I
about
think it
Gylt.
plays better than the Zelda feeling and more like, I don't know, I actually enjoyed playing
Yes,
it.
so this is exciting. You guys are, a studio that's done a lot of really interesting, new, unique projects. This is a Stadia exclusive game, and we've got some gameplay. So tell us a bit about why did you guys want to build this game? What is it?
Want to whiskey?
First of all, I'm very happy to be here.
Yes.
Because it's Tequila Works' 10th anniversary.
Yes.
Yes.
Wow.
And that's related to the reason why we're doing this.
Okay.
Well, 2 years ago, in fact, basically seeing
He had a whole
how
monologue.
players
He
are
fucking was about to get skipped over.
Yeah.
the way we build, the way we play.
Oh, Tequila Works. That was the name.
Actually, well, we were excited
Look
by the
like
vision.
look like looking up fucking tequila in general.
That's Google thought this was it. Oh, they made Rhyme.
And the thing is that if you look at our
And
games,
Deadlight.
we are mostly about touching
What's
players with
Deadlight?
deep, meaningful stories.
That sounds familiar.
And
Does
the
sound
thing is that was
familiar.
perfectly aligned with what the Stadia were looking, right?
You're missing the gameplay.
And well, the result is Gylt.
I'm not gonna get Stadia, so this is lost on me.
As you say,
You don't know that?
Well, I kind of do.
You're definitely maybe getting
Okay, so
Stadia.
tell us a bit about the game. I see there's
Exclusives like this.
a
Don't
woman
be wrong, it
who's
looks
walking around
like
with a
a
flashlight.
well-made game.
You wouldn't play.
What is she
Yeah,
trying
it's
to do?
dark.
She's looking for a sister, right?
But well-made, regardless of if I play it or not.
So yeah, as you can see, Gylt is a haunted tale.
Yes.
It's a haunted tale, actually touching deep and dark things like childhood fears,
Yes.
and more importantly, bullying. So you are Sally. Sally is this little girl. She grew up in Bethelwood. It's an old mine town in Maine. And the thing is that her life is not easy. And it got
So what was that
even
game?
worse looking for Emily, her cousin.
What does it look like?
Side scroller
Chasing
cinematic
by
horror
bullies,
game.
She ended up dragged in this strange
Oh yeah,
new
I think it came out on
world,
PlayStation
an
Plus.
eerie, unnatural place
Yep.
where all your
That was
fears
kinda
and
neat.
nightmares take shape in a weak and very
And
real
the other one
way.
was what? Rhyme?
Rhyme.
Is that the kind of
The monsters are in fact physical manifestations of our own terrors and
shit.
traumas, like apprehension to strangers
I can't
or
remember.
the paranoia of everyone
Yeah,
whispering around
I know what game it is. It's it reminds me of
your deepest secrets.
I feel like we played this.
We did.
Bystanders
Okay.
standing there doing nothing. In my helplessness.
Fuck, what was the game? We talked about it.
This is what we define as delicate.
Same guys who made
That basically is Sally's journey.
I can't remember any of their
to
fucking
save
games.
Emily, at the same time trying to understand the world surrounding her.
And
Shadow
you're
Colossus.
defeating these monsters
Oh,
with this.
yeah, yeah,
What the
yeah.
fuck's
the
it reminds
first
me a little
one?
bit of, not something like Alan Wake, where you sort of like the light.
No, I'm gonna drop
to
blank.
take things
Ico.
down. How-
Ico,
tell us
yeah.
about how you-
Ico, whatever
That's
it's called.
correct.
That game
Guilt is
reminded me of
adventure.
like
Narrative
a
adventure.
highly
That means that we are
inspired
blending
Yeah,
elements
yeah.
like
Ico game.
exploration, stealth, action, and puzzles. You have a lot of tools at your disposal. And in this case, for example, well, the flashlight is your beacon into the darkness. Obviously, is what you need to find your way.
Yeah.
The thing is that these monsters.
He has to get
can
credit.
totally-
He's like
are very
totally
sensitive
comfortable
to sound and
talking.
light. They can
Yeah.
see you. If you use the flashlight, in fact, you are exposing yourself.
Right.
But
A lot of,
that's a way to
and
face
no
your
offense to any
fears.
game devs, but a lot of devs are not
some
very good behind the
monsters are
microphone.
quite thin-skinned. In
Some are
fact,
really good.
Yeah.
when
Those are the ones
exposed
that
under
freak
the
me
light
out.
of
And
truth,
then they become
that way, well, they turn
leaders of
disappear.
companies and
Not
get
only that,
lazy.
You can actually build strategies, like throwing a can, for example, to distract an enemy, or even using the light shaft. Or the
He's
flashlight
talking like Jeff's not even
to
there.
attract
It looks
enemies.
like you've got strategy, you've got stealth, and all this in the game, and it's coming out for launch, right?
It's coming for launch.
This November.
This November. We hope to
coming for
actually
launch.
show share more news
Yes.
when the launch is getting ready.
Yeah.
100%.
Dealing
That
with
game's
the
not for
topic,
me.
So delicate.
Me either.
I'm proud of them. I'm sure people will love it
respectful
on Stadia,
way
but
is, in fact, our way to challenge
the pace of that game did not look fun to
well,
me.
that's the ambition of Gylt.
Wow. Okay. Very deep, and looks cool that you guys are doing it for Stadia. So Tequila Works, great to see you, Raul. Look forward to hearing what's next.
Oh, it's
Moving
home
on.
fucking
Tequila
Tequila
Works.
works.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thanks very much, Raul. Now we're going to head on over to the lovely Sydney Goodman from IGN. Sydney, what's up?
It's like fucking Trump
Hello,
calling
Jeff. Again, I am
Tim
here
Cook
with
Tim
Celia
Apple.
from Nintendo. Celia, you and your team won Best Nintendo Switch Game for The Legend of Zelda: Link's Awakening. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
I'm so excited. Yes, actually,
that out?
I'm very happy that one of the most beloved games of the Legend of Zelda series.
Because
won
I
this
wanted to
award.
pick that up, but
And a few weeks ago, we
Can't keep
asked
track of
fans to
things
send
anymore.
us a
Getting
fan art,
old.
and we received within 2.5 weeks 450 letters, emails, pictures, sculptures, miniatures, even a lamp. And it's really amazing. And you can see here that the love that Nintendo puts into these games, the love to detail, comes back right to them.
That's amazing. I love that. A lamp. What creativity. So you mentioned it that Link's Awakening is just such a beloved Zelda game. I mean, it's iconic. How has it been being on the team that's working on that game?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not part of the development team, but I read an interview from Anderson, and he said,
although she's not
they
wrong,
always wanted
she
to
said
keep
that
the
Zelda's
heart of the
iconic,
game,
which
but on the
100%,
other
and
hand,
she acted she's
they
gonna say
always
more
want
on
to
it, but she's like, it's
introduce something
iconic,
new.
and then
That's
she just
the
like
reason
stopped,
why
and
we
I was
see
like,
here this beautiful
God.
graphics, which like a miniature.
I'm so used to everyone just
and,
calling anything they like
another
iconic
new thing
nowadays.
is the dungeon
But
chamber,
she's not wrong.
It's
It
the
is
greatest of all time.
Here
got
they get the
fucking
chance
triggered
to arrange
hearing that.
chapters the way
comes out
they
next month.
wanted.
Does it?
So I think even for players who played it 26 years ago, they now find something
Jesus,
new.
you're making me feel really
Well,
old.
congratulations again, Celia. I know I am not alone when I say I cannot wait to get my hands on that. And back to you, Jeff.
Fantastic. All right. Thank you very much, Sydney. Congratulations to Nintendo.
He's sharing the
for that.
stage with IGN.
Now
for.
we're going to move on to the
He
world
looked
of
like he-
Destiny 2. Any Destiny players out
Fucking
there?
didn't know where she was.
All right. Well, please welcome Scott Taylor and Wendy Wade from Bungie.
Bungie.
Also from Washington. They still email me to this day for playtests all the time.
Well, for Destiny?
Hi,
Yeah.
guys.
How's it going, Jeff Keighley?
Things are going well. You guys are very well branded here. Come on up. So let's talk about Destiny 2. First of all, the newly independent Bungie. It's so cool that you guys are releasing this on your own now.
Yeah, it's
and
crazy.
as your shirt says, Shadowkeep is coming October 1. So
People
we're
still
going
play the
back
shit
to
out of
but
it too,
tell us
so
a
they
bit about
got
what
they
we
got a
can
good
expect from
brand
this expansion.
going there.
Yeah, well, Shadowkeep is our new expansion. Like you said, come out October 1st. It involves the return of a character we haven't seen in a while, Eris Morn, one of the beloved characters from Destiny 1.
Is
now,
it
Eris
like
has
an
gone
expansion?
on looking around in the moon, and from Destiny 1 also, and has discovered something horrible that
It
has
seems like
unleashed
they're bringing
nightmares
back-
for all Guardians to
Well, they
come
call
back
it an
and battle.
expansion, but I'm like, is
So,
it just like a chunk of
it's the moon,
content, or is
but
it
it's
like
totally
fucking
transformed by the Hive?
the
There's
last
some new
one?
spaces that you've never
Added,
seen
like, a whole
before,
new
and
area
then
and
there's
shit.
spaces that you think look familiar but have been totally reimagined.
Wow. Now, you guys are also changing kind
Well,
of
they're
the
bringing back
business
a
of
whole
Destiny a
zone,
little bit,
too. They're bringing
and
back
how you're
the moon.
approaching it. Free to play, and obviously, First Light to be able to jump in. Tell us a bit about that and how that's going to change or affect the game.
Yeah, New Light is definitely the best time to start Destiny, not only because it's free to download, but because the player very quickly is going to unlock the game. So if you want to jump in and play campaigns, no problem, we got you covered. If you want to fire team up, jump into Crucible, jump into Gambit, play co-op strikes, it's all available right off the bat.
Wow, very cool.
Then cross save,
Yes.
you can play your
Happening
Guardians
this week, yes.
on any platform you want.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, cross save coming online, which
Oh.
everyone's excited about.
Yeah, that was
and,
huge when I heard that. Although I was talking with Onyx about it, I'm like, yeah, kind of want to hop over to PC. He's like, oh, I play on PS4 now. I'm like, of course you do. Fucking, you're always on the opposite of what I'm on.
Yeah. Dying. So who's dead that needs to come back to life?
Well, I'm very lucky because I get to work on one of the teams that focuses on seasons, which means we're keeping Destiny fresh all the time. It's always a great time to jump in.
Yeah.
And this fall, while your Guardians are going to the moon to confront nightmares, the Vex are bringing the fight to us.
Okay, the Vex. Well, let's check it out. You guys have a little story trailer here to set it up, right?
Yes, we do.
Awesome. All right, well, let's check it out. A brand new trailer for Destiny 2 Shadowkeep from
Should hop
Bungie. We
back in
appreciate them
that.
putting this together.
Although the
Shadowkeep.
idea of that fucking cross save shit, I want everyone to fucking do that. I want to be able to hop where the hell I want.
Milky.
Ew. I was already uncomfortable looking at it.
We say that the Black Garden is the birthplace of the Vex. But it was not the beginning. It was the reason. The life in the garden called out a question. The Vex are the answer. They will do anything to protect the garden. In these things, there is symmetry. The gateways have opened. The Vex are coming.
I don't like to go do shit like that.
What?
Something that I'm not familiar with. Know that symbol.
Should I be looking this one up too?
Can.
I don't remember what it said.
Stormwind Games. Best horror game of 2018.
Oh, well. I'm out.
What is this?
Storm what?
Stormwind
Studios.
That's it. Some fucking chubby kid in a hoodie. Remothered. I've never even heard of that. If it was the best horror game in 2018, why is it coming out in 2020? Did I miss something?
Storm Mind.
That's what I said.
Yeah, Google decided I was wrong.
Everyone's favorite store. That's weird.
I gotta say, Shadow 3 is actually polishing up pretty well.
I hope they polish that shit up well. 'Cause fucking, I mean, I played in the alpha, and
The one
it
you
was
weren't supposed to talk about.
Yeah, and I enjoyed myself enough because I like this kind of games, but it was fucking unfinished. That was an early build I played.
It was quite a splash reel.
Funny.
Free game every week thanks to Fortnite.
Yeah, that's really kind of crazy.
All right, some announcements there from the Epic Game Store about new titles joining that family, and I'm here
I was
with
looking up
Jeff
that
from Wizards of the
studio.
Coast
Jesus.
and Max, who's a big Magic player. We're going to talk about MTG Arena, which is joining the Epic family, right?
That is true. It is indeed. Magic has been part of players' lives for about 25 years all around the world, and since we
hate
started
that
open
guy's
beta for
shirt.
Magic: The Gathering Arena, we've had millions of people join us.
It doesn't
and
fit
as
in
we
well,
expand
looks
the game,
fucking
we think the next
gross.
best place for the game is to be part of the Epic Game Store, which is going to be coming this winter.
Okay, so coming this winter to Epic Game Store,
Is that
and Max,
the
you're
only game ever
a big Magic player, you're streaming, playing it. What do you like
People
about
played in
MTG Arena?
2018.
I think the best part for me was playing drafts during the stream because there's a Twitch
That's their
account
game.
Must have
where
been that
your
Tormented Fathers
viewers
one. Or
or
fuck,
what
because
let
the other
your
one
viewers
was
live
the other name is the
vote
one they talked
on
about.
which cards to pick. Very interactive, a lot of fun.
You guys got a lot of
And,
secrets.
I'm still try-harding off camera a lot of MTG Arena. Yeah.
All right, so we don't have to wait long. Coming this winter.
Coming
right?
this winter, yeah, very, very
All right,
soon.
MTG Arena. Awesome.
MTG
Well, thanks
Arena.
very much,
Thank
guys.
you.
All right, we'll check it out on the Epic Game Store. Thanks,
I hate
guys.
that fucking
All right,
shirt.
well, now we've got another announcement for you guys. And this ties to a PlayStation game. By the way, I don't know if you guys heard the news. As we were here, Sony announced that they actually bought Insomniac. So
Yeah, which is
check your Twitter
crazy.
after. But that just got
I mean, it makes
breaking
sense,
news
but at the
during
same
our
time-
show. But speaking of PlayStation,
They've had
we've
such a
got
long
another,
standing
trailer
partnership
world
off and
premiere.
on.
Sony hasn't
so-
bought a developer in 8 years.
Yeah.
So it's just crazy that they're just like, I mean, it makes sense, but it's crazy they're like, Spider-Man did really well.
Yeah.
They don't, I mean, Xbox bought up like a bunch of people all at once.
Yeah.
So it's just weird that Sony bought anybody.
Erica Mason. I'm Sergeant Blake. It's extremely likely whoever killed your father killed
Its
Mr.
graphics
Joe.
are fantastic.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Flavor.
It's like when people use annotations in old YouTube videos to do like multi-part stories and stuff.
There's something going on here. I need to find out what it is.
There's an intruder at Delphi House.
I'm going. Why are you following me? Let me go.
This is something that should have come out on like Sega CD.
Yeah. And the amount of choices it's showing, I'm thinking like fucking Detroit Become Human. You have a way more expansive fucking experience.
My God, what have you done?
This was Detroit Become Human.
I mean, maybe it has a good story. I don't know.
Maybe.
But,
I doubt it.
For the players.
There you go with the shadow drop. I'm here with Jack from Flavorworks and Holly, the star of Erica. Great to have you here at Gamescom.
Hi,
Welcome.
nice to be here.
So this is a cool surprise because Erica we hadn't seen for a while, and then everyone's wondering what's going on, and here it is with the
I'm
trailer.
glad to see her
and
smiling.
out
She's done a
tonight.
lot of like being
so
worried.
first of all, let me
Yeah.
kick
On the
off with you,
whole
Holly.
fucking
Tell us a bit
trailer.
about Erica, the character that you play.
So Erica is a little bit of an enigma. She's a girl who's had this incredibly traumatic childhood experience, and it's haunted her whole life, and it's shrouded in mystery. And so when you meet her and you join her on her journey, then you sort of decide
Another
who she can
actor
trust and you solve the mystery with
Europe.
her.
Weird.
And Jack, I know you've been, people
Who's
see
the other one?
live
Just
action.
in general.
And wonder, hey, is this another,
a
Bandersnatch
lot of
Netflix style thing? It's much more interactive than that. Can you kind of
people, it
explain
seems like
about,
these days
how
coming
you're
out of
treating
there.
video?
Yeah, we just wanted to make a game, and more so a really innovative narrative game. And so for that, we knew we needed really nuanced performances with like strong emotional characters. And so
That guy's
Holly was
face
perfect for
fucking
that.
scares me.
More so than we can get in like
He's really intense.
Moco or something like that, mocap.
I need to stop
issue
talking
was,
about all the
with
visual
video,
shit.
it's always
Show me
that
a
it feels
fucking
a bit
video game, man.
described
Come
and
on.
chunky and blocky.
I don't like
not
a weird
big things. We
blouses
wanted
and
to make this as
a
interactive
guy who
as
looks like
other
he's on
games,
coke.
where you're touching the world in a very tactile way, very high fidelity.
In the
So we
hospital
had to build
recently?
this technology from the ground up. We had to throw away all of our design rule book, work out how to get a film culture and a games culture to work together. So the last couple of years has been us having to throw away everything we knew and start again. But we're so
Apologize for anybody watching this who's actually really interested in this. I'm so fucking annoyed right now.
Exactly, there's lots of branching, and it's actually really ambitious branching for a team of literally 6 people for the last couple of years. And it completely changed the way that we had to film this stuff. But it was kind of made quite like an intentionally
I called
ambiguous
The Quiet
and
Man was gonna
out there sort of
fucking
story,
blow. It
so
did.
that around the water cooler, there's that thing of
I'm
we've all
thinking the same
seen
thing
it,
here.
but from what perspective did we see it? And that was something that really excited us.
Tell me about filming this, because
Although I saw The Quiet Man for $7, and I almost bought it, but I was like, we're gonna lower that a little bit lower.
It was crazy. It was
Drop it down about $3.
Trying to buy an experience or what?
I think I'd pay $3 for that. I get some laughs out of it.
Yeah, we had all these different branches to go down, and it's quite emotional for the character. It goes to
Get out of people's
I
phones.
was gonna say the exact same thing. I'm like, get the fuck out of there.
The interactive side, it has this physicality, so I had to, even though I was in the surroundings, and it's really me there, and so you get all the nuances of a real life actor and not a CGI character.
You had to do it all. It's all your own
to do
stuff.
it all.
We're talking
And
to
so the
fucking
physicality,
gamers though. They don't
yeah.
give a shit
To do my
about the
stunts,
live action
basically.
aspect.
Also, have you seen mocap these days?
It's amazing. Like, it's almost more beneficial for it to be CG because fucking they can do more.
Super cool, and this is awesome because you can download it today worldwide on PlayStation.
Exactly, right after the show it comes out, €9.99, pounds, dollars. It's been a labour of love for years, so this is really exciting for us. And then you can play it on the show floor if you're at Gamescom tomorrow. So.
Awesome. All right. Well, Jack, Holly, thank you so much for coming all the way to Cologne.
Thank you.
Kick it off. Erica, appreciate it, guys. Thanks for coming by.
I thought she was gonna smack her for a second.
All right, well, we've got a lot to tell you about Gamescom this week, as we are just kicking things off tonight on Monday. And if you're watching this or if you're here, I want to let you know that you can also go to Gamescom Now, which is on the Gamescom.global website. And that's a way that you can discover Gamescom all week. All the live streams throughout the week will be available through this portal to anyone around the world. Gamescom is really trying to bring the show to fans internationally and globally even more this year. So Gamescom Now you can check out. I also want to tell you some of the other things that are going to be happening throughout the week. So IGN is going to be doing live streams for the rest of the week from their studio, IGN at Gamescom Now. And there's also some other cool things like Anno, the game from Ubisoft, is going to have a free, it's going to be free on Uplay for the next couple of weeks tied to Gamescom, so you can check that out. And it's a cool idea to take the games from the show floor here and make them playable to fans at home, which is really, really cool. This area is called the Gamescom Event Arena, and there'll be some great esports tournaments happening here. The ESL Summer Championship in CSGO, League of Legends will be here, Asphalt 9, and there's also something, this is so cool, the Farming Simulator League has its tournament here. I had to show you some footage of this. When they told me this, I'm like, no, does this actually happen? And like, it's amazing to see that this is happens here in Europe. I love this. So Farming Simulator League right to the top of Twitch, we hope, with all the activities. But this is like actually happening. Farming Simulator League. So you guys know this, I guess. When I saw this back in the States, I'm like, we have to show this to people. So you guys, if you're interested, you can watch the Farming Simulator League live here from Gamescom. There's also a cosplay area, an indie village with over 5,000 square meters of indie games. And there are also concerts as well. You guys get a whole week of Gamescom. There's a festival in the city of Cologne this weekend. But speaking of concerts, Sydney from IGN is with one of the acts that's going to be performing this week.
She doesn't get a name. She gets a name, and I'm from
Par
IGN.
Sundstrom of
Damn.
Sabaton. Par, you guys are performing. Tell us more about it.
Thank you so
He looks
much. I'm
familiar.
very excited being here. Yeah, a couple of years ago we were here, and we played the first ever rock concert at Gamescom. And
Really?
now we're back to play some more heavy metal.
And when are you playing?
We're playing at the Wargaming booth Wednesday at 9 o'clock.
Perfect. Well, make sure you check that out. And you also have a collaboration.
He's a
Can you tell
baby.
us more about that?
Yeah, of course. There's a new
I like
game coming out from
Sabaton,
Wargaming,
too.
and it's a hack and
I
slash
didn't realize
RPG
they had a
called Pagan
child.
Online, and we thought a game about pagans, mythology, needed a Swedish pagan, and so we kind of put our singer's skin, but looking better than he would do in real life, and more badass than he does in the real life, and you can have the skin in the game now, along with some legendary weapons.
I am completely in the dark.
Amazing. Well,
So
I can't wait to see it. And good
Band
luck,
that
not that you need it.
does
Your
like speed
concert,
metal type shit,
and
but
now
all their
it's time to
songs
check out
are
some more world premiere
the
trailers.
lyrics are like actual historical events that happened. So like normally when I listen to like that kind of music, I'm like, this is dorky, but it is still kind of dorky. But they're actually singing about legit things that happened, so I'm like impressed by the lyrics because they're just giving me a history lesson. I love history, and the music just fucking going like insane.
Huh?
I like them, but they're definitely a novelty. What is this? Anno?
Anno.
I'm so glad to hear somebody say that name because every time I look at them, I'm like, is it Anno? Anno?
I don't know anything about this game.
I feel like I'm getting scurvy right now listening to this music.
That looks good.
Anno's been around for fucking ever. I've never touched it.
Well, it's free on Uplay.
Uplay?
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot Uplay existed. Is Anno a Ubisoft game?
Yeah.
How the hell did that go in my fucking note?
I don't know, but I really like the graphic style of the game.
Yeah, it looks good. It's like a SimCity style game, right?
Dude, I don't know. I've never played one. Let's find out. It looks like it. Or City Builder.
What's Sabaton have to do with Anno?
It didn't. It's just a quick transition again. It's that damn Jeff Keighley fucking don't let you think
It's that goddamn Jeff Keighley. It's a Scooby-Doo mystery.
City building. Real-time strategy.
It's an RTS too?
Yeah. At least that's what Google says.
It looks good.
Yeah. I like that kind of stuff anyways, if it's a city builder.
You know what I like? Fire Emblem.
Yeah, you need to play it more.
It's fun.
Yeah, a little bit of play is fun, so.
That's my endorsement.
I don't think the game needs endorsements.
It's mine. I just gave one. What?
This is Ubisoft's other game. It's called Bones or whatever.
It's a creative trailer.
Not the rum! Who's the world premiere?
That's what I'm saying. I mean, I know they really like games that do with fucking pirate ships and shit, but that's definitely not that game. Unless you can build towns.
Oh. I never played those, but...
I have heard of it. Not 2021? You want to fucking broadcast games out that far, like that one game? You guys ready for a game to come out in 2024?
Hey Gamescom 2019, it's Toby and Julian from the Iron Harvest team, and we are proud to present you our classic real-time strategy game, Iron Harvest 1920+.
In Iron Harvest, giant diesel punk mechs were created to support the people, but instead cause trouble, chaos, and despair.
And now it's your turn to fight back and to learn more about the three factions in our thrilling
I feel
single-player
defensive right now. I feel like they're backing me into a fucking corner. This is really like abrasive.
It is really funny the whole time. I've been like, why are they walking at us?
Yeah, and they're like moving around to like kind of like make sure you can't get past them. I feel like you guys are bullying me.
And if you're in Cologne anyway, give us your high five, come to Hall
It's
9
like fucking
and
getting
meet
in
us
the
at
screen and
server
shit.
area. And
I
don't
feel like
forget
talking
to
shit.
wishlist Iron Harvest on Steam.
So now enjoy our new trailer and see you on the battlefield.
Where's your lunch money, kid? I know you got it.
We were all
Give me
busy
$1.
with our own small lives. Didn't know what went on in secret. Didn't see the war coming. They said the war would be won within months. An adventure promising pride and honor. In the end, it would be 5 years. Years of torment and horror, like the world had never seen before.
This looks like a music video.
The Great War that was supposed to end
It would be
all
better than this.
wars is
Armored
over.
Core.
While in secret, the seed is sown for the next war.
Where the fuck's Armored Core at, man?
But this time, we're vigilant and we'll fight.
Is it a strategy game?
I am getting kind of like surprised at the amount of like top-down strategy-esque games we're seeing. I thought that genre was pretty much dead.
I would maybe play this.
Of course, I need to play with that Frostpunk and
Frostpunk's good, but so depressing.
There Are Billions, I think is the other one.
There Are Billions, yeah.
Yeah, that's supposed to be another one.
They've added a bunch of shit to that. I haven't touched it. I played it a while back, and it was really
Gamescom
fucking
is
good.
in full swing, which means we have have more 2019 Gamescom award winners. Let's hear it for Best Action Adventure Game, Black Sad Under the Skin from Astragon.
This
Best
is what's her
Action
face from
Game,
IGN.
Doom Eternal from
Whatever her name is.
ZeniMax.
Yeah, see?
Best
We don't even know who
mobile
she
game
is.
From IGN,
Battle
though.
Chasers Night War Mobile Edition from Handy Games. Best racing game is Grid from Coke Media. Best sports game, Roller Champions from Ubisoft. Best simulation game, Planet Zoo from Frontier. Best strategy game, Desperados 3 from THQ Nordic. Best family game, Concrete Genie from Sony.
I don't know
Best
what's
role-playing game, Wasteland 3 from Coke Media. And best PC game is Ghost Recon Breakpoint from Ubisoft. Yeah, let's hear it
Throwing
for the
awards out.
winners. There we go, there we go.
Shit.
Why did
Congratulations
Breakpoint
to all
win
of the
anything?
Gamescom
Wow,
award
that's
winners.
a
As
PC game.
Jeff said, IGN will be live all week long, and we've got you covered for all your Gamescom 2019 needs.
Nope.
Gamescom is the biggest gaming event on Earth, with over 350,000 fans attending from all over the world. But if you're not one of them, don't worry, because IGN has you covered. Starting Tuesday, IGN is bringing you a week of live coverage from Hall 7, streaming exclusive demos, tons of brand new gameplay, developer interviews, and sights and sounds from the show floor. This is the heart of...
All right, now let's turn to the world of Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
All right.
To talk about all things Modern Warfare, please welcome Dino from Infinity War.
Never hesitant to even fucking make a noise.
Dino? Good to see you, man. Thanks for making the trip out to Germany.
Looking cool.
All right, so
Maybe
Call
try
of
it this
Duty
weekend.
Modern Warfare. You're on brand, and this is Call of Duty Modern Warfare, but it's a reimagined Modern Warfare. Right?
Exactly. That is the exact term we use at Infinity Ward, is that it is a reimagining of the Modern Warfare franchise. So it's still Modern Warfare through and through, complete with some familiar characters as well, but the overall narrative and the single-player storyline are completely new and fresh and updated to be relevant and fit in a present day.
Okay. You guys had the multiplayer reveal a couple of weeks ago. Lots of news around that. Tell us, what's the focus of MP for MW this year?
So first of all, we were just blown away by the reaction from the fans and the players. Our overall goal this year for MP was to create the ultimate multiplayer playground. So we've got all sorts of shapes and sizes of experiences. We've got our smaller, tighter, fast and frenetic 2v2 maps. We've got our more traditional 6v6 maps. And we've also got experiences on our larger scale maps that are going to support upwards of 100
That
players.
guy reminds me so much of fucking
Okay,
Corey
and you're also
Feldman.
doing crossplay as well, right?
Yes, we are indeed.
100 player?
So we've actually had a lot of
Yeah.
questions from the community about
Weird.
how crossplay works. In a nutshell, you'll be able to play console to console and console to PC. So if you're partying up on console and you have a friend on PC that you want to play with, you guys can play together.
Oh, wow. Okay, so across everything. It's all going to work.
Absolutely.
All right. You
Which is
also
cool,
had
but at the same
fun
time, you better be able to
mode,
fucking
that I got
opt
to
out of
play
that.
back in May at the studio, 2v2 gunfight.
Otherwise, I'm getting on
which is
PC,
like-
just wreck
tell us a bit
fucking
about
people
it.
on
It's like
console.
a ton of
That's right. It is
fast-paced.
It is a ton of fun. It's fast. It's frenetic. I
All
actually
those
heard you did
assholes
pretty
on
well over
console
there.
fucking
We
mouse and
had a
keyboard.
fun time. Me and
Ain't
Andy
rare.
from Game Informer. We took down some other journalists. I don't think we compete against some of these Courage or those guys, but it's
Yeah, no,
those
guys
Probably
are real
doing it if
slayers,
you're
though.
wasting
I was
the
gonna
hatchet.
say you held your own.
Yeah, it was
What?
a fun
We're
mode.
taking
and
the
I
mouse and
understand
keyboard to
that,
console?
you guys are going to be. We know you're doing a beta.
Those hackers on
in
all of it.
September, but
Yes, we are.
I hear there might be something before that.
Absolutely. So first of all, if you're here and happen to be at the show, you will be able to play Modern Warfare. It's on the show floor. Check it out at the PlayStation booth.
Okay.
And so in preparation for our beta, where we get
It's
to
that
be able to
Activision-
collect a lot of
Activision
feedback
fucking
from the fans,
PlayStation
as well as test crossplay,
friendship this gen.
We're doing an early test, and we've partnered with PlayStation to have an open 2v2 alpha that's going to start this Friday, August 23rd.
Okay, this Friday, August 23rd, and that's worldwide on PlayStation 4?
Yes, it is.
Okay, we will check it out. Call of Duty Modern
Let's
Warfare
give him the
Alpha.
fucking
I understand
Jedi
we got a
hand
little,
trick.
little sneak peek of it, right?
Absolutely. I brought a trailer along with me so that people can see what's coming up.
All right, see
He
all the
brought
maps,
it.
everything in the alpha.
All right,
thanks
thanks,
so much,
Corey
Dino.
Feldman.
Thank you very much,
Call of
Jeff.
Duty Modern Warfare.
Not his team. He did it.
It's his game. He made it in the back.
They're really not showing people die.
Well, after fucking IGN cried about the game, I'm sure they don't want to offend anybody with the violence of an FPS. After E3, when fucking IGN went and saw this behind closed doors that came out, and one of the dudes literally was like red-faced and shaking with watery eyes. I was like, holy shit.
Play the alpha exclusively on PS4.
Yeah, they didn't show a single person die in that trailer.
That don't happen in games like that.
Now, you know, I've spent a lot of time around game developers during the final hours of development on their games, and sometimes you just can't do anything but think about finishing your game, and you can't travel anywhere, you're focused in the studio. But now it's time to introduce a guest who is only weeks away from finishing his next title, but that didn't stop him from flying halfway around the world to be here at Gamescom
Kojima, 'cause he's
with us
everywhere.
tonight. I'm so honored that he's here. You may know who I'm talking about, but take a look at this. Hideo Kojima.
He's such a celebrity, it's weird.
Not be allowed to travel to tonight's awards ceremony to accept any awards.
I brought an early gift. Please enjoy.
The one and only Hideo Kojima. Industry icon.
I'm gonna butter him up.
Fantastic.
It's weird because I've obviously Metal Gear Solid's my favorite series of all time. So like, when it comes to Kojima, I love him, but it's weird how after the Konami thing happened, he became like he's always been an icon when it comes to people who made games and shit. But there's a bunch of them out there for him. Like ever since that happened, it's almost like he's become like Kojima. Everybody just like praises him constantly, and I don't remember people doing that as much back in the day.
I think a large part of that too is because of just like how crappy the whole situation was, and it was public.
That's what I'm saying. It was the Konami situation that fucking gave him that status.
Yeah.
Because before that, like only Metal Gear Solid fans were talking about it. And now everybody's just like Kojima, and I'm like,
well, then of course all the developers out there being like, this is a shitty situation. Yeah.
It's such an honor to have you with us. I know how hard you've been working to finish up the
it just shows that the gaming community had his back over
I've
Konami.
returned after 5 years to visit Gamescom again.
It's great to have you back, and everyone's going crazy. Look at the selfies happening here live.
デス・ストランディングですね、今、追い込みのすごい忙しい時期で、本当は現場を離れるのは良くないんですけども、皆さんに会いたいので、頑張ってきました。
Death Stranding is in the final, really crunch time of development stage, and I shouldn't actually be here, but I really wanted to meet you all, so I came to Germany.
Mr. Kojima, always here for his fans and for us, which is so amazing.
I shouldn't
so Mr.
be here.
Kojima, we know that you're, as you said, just
Weird
about
way to
finishing
put
up the
that.
game.
I need to be followed around with my assistant who takes pictures of me with the little energy
and
drinks.
what you want to share tonight with all
Those
of us.
little weird
So what can you
nutrients
tell us
things?
about what you want to introduce?
ですね、デス・ストランディングは、全く新しいオープンワールドのゲームだと思ってください。僕はその新しいものを作ってますけども、
Get
皆さん
down,
聞いて
people.
いただければと思います。
Death Stranding is a totally new game. It's an open world game, and it's very, very new, and I hope that everyone will like it.
で今日はですね、コミコンでハートマンのキャラ紹介をして評判が良かったので、キャラクターの紹介映像をちょっと見せたいと思います。
So, since it was quite popular to show a new character at Comic-Con, today I would like to introduce more new characters today.
はい、まずどうぞ。はい。
Let's look at the first one.
Okay, let's take a look at the first character from Mr. Kojima.
Look at him grinning.
Oof.
Seems to be weird.
Don't worry, Sam. He doesn't fight. Glad you made it.
How about Jelly Baby?
There she's found. Even though she can't drink it, my body keeps making it. Going through the motions really helps with the soreness, though.
What is she?
She's my daughter. And I'm her mama. It's okay. She's only connected to me. It's not like the other BTs. You can see it, right? They're hooked up. Now you know why I can't leave.
I'm so confused, man.
It's her baby. It's her Jelly Baby.
I got that part. This game is just gonna be bizarre.
That was kind of the introduction scene of Mama, played by Miss Margaret Qualley.
デス・ストランディングにはすごくユニークなキャラがいっぱい登場して、メインストーリーの他に各キャラクターの伏線がいっぱい絡み合って出来上がっているお話です。
So there are a lot of characters appear in Death Stranding, and each unique character has like a sub-story from apart from the main story.
でママは、お腹の赤ちゃんがこの世に生まれずあの世に生まれてあの世にいる赤ちゃんとその後でつながって一緒に暮らしているっていう。
Germans, man, they just don't have any fucking respect for
Mama's setting
privacy.
is that her baby was born unfortunately on the other side and not in her world. So, but however, they are still connected by the umbilical cord. So that's why she can't. That's how they kind of exist.
自分の、死んだ赤ちゃんと死の世界でつながってそこから動けないっていうちょっとかわいそうな悲しいキャラクター。
So she has a sad background where she can't move because her baby is actually on the other side and she's on the real world and they're still connected. That's why she can't move from that location.
はい、ではもう次行きましょう。
I have another one to see.
That guy trying to explain Kojima's fucking weird shit.
Dead man, you there? Little help? Okay, sir. Remove the pod and connect it to that incubator.
That's so good looking.
Ten. Good. A temporary excessive stress. Easily addressed if we return it to its mother's womb. Mother? Located in the capital Node City ICU. Brain dead, of course.
You mean still mother?
Correct. A still mother's womb facilitates a connection between the world of the dead and the BB. And you, in turn, connect yourself to a BB, granting you the ability to sense BTs. These pods were designed to simulate the conditions inside a still mother's womb. BBs need to believe they're in one at all times to function properly. However, we can only maintain this deception for so long, which is why we must periodically update the environmental data by synchronizing it with the Steel Mother via the chiral network. There. The update is in progress. Right now the pod is synchronizing with the Steel Mother in Capital Knot City and reconfiguring its settings based on the latest data.
What?
Returning your BB to the womb in this manner will temporarily reduce its stress levels. That being where it technically belongs, of course.
Kid looks happy.
I'll try adjusting the oxytocin dosage. Autotoxemia should set in much slower from now on. You should remember that BBs are just equipment. Try not to get attached. Each one has been physically removed from its Steel Mother's womb. A process that renders them unpredictable and prone to failure. No BB on record has remained in service for over a year. It may need to be retired before this expedition is over.
And then? You're saying there's no way to keep my BB alive?
You must understand, there is still a great deal we don't know about BBs. As we expand the chiral network and recover more past data, perhaps we'll find our answers.
Keep that BB alive.
Del Toro 監督が演じるデッドマンと、BB の紹介です。
That was an introduction of Dead Man played by Guillermo del Toro, and also introduction of BB.
今までサムが胸に抱いて、BB ポットに入れて、連れて歩いてる、その赤ちゃんですけど、これが何なのかという皆さん分からなかったんですけど、大体この登場シーンを見たら分かると思います。
Now you saw the video explaining what BB was about, and you saw that Sam always had this baby in his pod, and wondering what it was about. So that gives a great explanation of it.
世とつながった BB とサムがつながることで BT が見える。でただ彼はこっちの世界に帰ってこれないというすごい悲しい設定ですね。
So it's again another kind of a sad story that Sam has with the BB, because the BB is connected to the world of the dead, and that allows the connection between BB and Sam so that the Sam could see the BTs.
で皆さんはサムとなって BB と共に、旅を続けるということなんで、BB とサムの関係というのもストーリーの肝になります。
So you will kind of have this journey with the baby together, and you will have attachment and more connection, and that will be the part of the gameplay.
Wow. Well, it's pretty amazing to see the level that you're thinking of the two worlds, everything coming together. It's amazing. Well, Mr. Kojima, I think everyone here is excited to see characters, but I don't know about you, but wouldn't you want to see some gameplay of Death Stranding? Not time for that, right?
ですね、ゲームプレイは TGS で見せようか
I
な
hate those guys that they're handed up like they're
I'm
not
kind of thinking
buddies.
of showing the gameplay at Tokyo Game Show.
なんですけど、ジェフがこんだけ言うんで皆さんもこんなに熱いんで、ちょっとだけお見せします。
Jeff, since it's Jeff's show and everyone's so excited, I would like to show you just a little bit of it.
ヒントにはなると思いますね。
It'll be kind of a hint to you as well.
で、ゲームプレイちょっとだけお見せしますけど、さらに驚くべきスターが登場します。
And of course, there'll be a little gameplay that I would like to show you next, but there'll be a kind of a star that will come out. Make sure you catch that star that appears.
じゃあ皆さん一緒に見ましょう。
Let's look at it together.
All right, here we go. The first gameplay, Death Stranding.
Oh, that's a good looking game.
It's funny 'cause it's on that engine, so it looks great, but fucking at the same time, it looks like a Kojima game.
Yeah.
It's funny how he took their engine and it still made it look like what you would assume like Metal Gear Solid would look like.
Yeah.
Like in the character models, and everything. It's just interesting. He has like a visual style.
Let's get it moving.
It's a big fucking backpack. It's like he's carrying a whole fucking colony with him.
It's his home.
I've been hearing all about this.
It's like trying to look up 2B's skirt, and she's like, no.
Man, the landscape looks fucking good.
Over here! I'm Sam! Hey!
Whoa. Luden's fan. That's their mascot.
Anyone? Anybody hear me?
This innovative genius. These fucking ladders. Changing the game. I love the way the fucking world looks. It's so detailed.
How you doing, Sam?
Delivering cargo. You the delivery dude? That's a relief. I've just about given up on you. Good job, man. Good job. Not that I'm surprised. I mean, you're you, right? About time I hopped the whole chiral network bandwagon, am I right? Join the UCA and all that. You can help me do that, yeah?
What?
I don't know.
Thank you, Sam. Take care out there. Hate for this to be the last time we meet, you know? So, I'm gonna need a moment to look over what you brought me. But I'll get you back via mail after. Promise. Hey, I'm hoping maybe you can help me out again. Don't want to be weird, but I feel you and I might have like a connection or something. Good work. New order available. Please access delivery terminal for further information.
I wonder if they're doing the same thing as they're doing with Heartman. And just using his likeness and having someone else play him, because it doesn't even sound like him.
Weapons restrictions lifted.
Damn. That was your fucking fault. Walk off cliffs with fucking BBs.
fucking thing. That's a weird mechanic. I don't think that's the game they can translate without playing it.
Well, this happens with all Kojima games. What he shows you is such a small part of the game.
Yeah.
That grassy field will probably be right in the beginning of the fucking game.
Yeah.
And you're not seeing any of it. He does that with all of his fucking games. Metal Gear Solid 2, they advertise mostly at the fucking right in the beginning on the fucking ship.
We asked Jeff to appear in our game as a
Like
cameo.
Metal Gear Solid 5 shows like the fucking starting area forever. It was like that demo that came out. I forgot what it's called. But they showed that over and over again.
In the game as well
voice
from friends of yours. Tell me a bit about the gameplay that we got to see there. I know it's a new style of game. And you've talked about, the Strand genre, and I think it's very important for people to see. There are a lot of hints there about the type of game that you're going to allow people to play.
まだちょっと言えないんですけど、皆さんサムとなって、分断された町と町、人と人をつないでいきます。
I can't really say so much, but you're going to play as Sam, and you're going to have to connect the fractured cities and people
東から西につないで。
from east to west, and you have to connect.
で間に彼を邪魔するテロリストとか BT とかがいます。
And there are some obstacles in the way, like BTs or terrorists, to
で
avoid that.
その中にですね、一人で暮らしているジェフみたいな、プレッパーズというのがいまして。
And there are, along the way, you'll find people like living alone, like you saw Jeff. We call it preppers.
で彼ら隠れて暮らしてるんで、メインストーリーにはあんまり関係ない人もいます。
There are actually kind of hiding, so some preppers don't really have to do with the main storyline.
なんで、彼らを探して彼らと仲良くなればいいことが起こると。その一つの例が先ほどのビデオですね。
So you might want to find these preppers along the way, and if you kind of get connected with them, you might have some good things that they provide you.
で世界をつないでいくんですけども、そのうちに世界中の皆さんがつながっているという、そういう仕組みのゲームです。その中身はまだ言えませんけど。
So I can't really reveal too much, but when you start to connect like this in the game with preppers and others, you will notice that you're kind of connected to the people worldwide.
あと先ほどのデルト
Yeah, keep talking
監督
about
が
that.
出てるビデオで BB が自家中毒
Ambiguous.
とかありましたけど、
Yeah.
BB にストレスをかけると泣くので、そこであやすときに、先ほどのビデオは、プレイステーション4の、モーションセンサーのコントローラーで。
So in the video with Mr. Del Toro, he explained about the babies sometimes get self-poisoned. You saw in the gameplay as well when you kind of felt the baby is stressed. So what you do is you use the PlayStation 4's motion controller, sensitive controller, and you kind of like...
早く振ると怒るので。
but if you shake too fast, the baby will get angry. So make sure you kind of handle with care.
あとですね、おしっこをしてましたけど。
About the urine part, I have to say.
夜の深い時間なんでいいと思いますけど。
It's late enough to kind of discuss about that, right?
前を見ようとカメラを回しても、サムは絶対見せないです。
So if you're like try to move the camera and try to see what he's doing, Sam will move away, so you'll never see actually what he's doing.
あと街中とか人がいるところではサムはおしっこしませんので。
And also there's an option where you cannot release yourself like that.
ファンの方は安心してください。
Like if people are near you, so don't worry, Norman fans. You won't have to be, you don't have to worry about that.
Although I heard, is it true that also can be a weapon though in the game?
そうですね。武器にもなりますし、皆さんをつなぐキーにもなります。
He obviously knows
yes,
English.
it
He's just
could
not
be
very
used
confident
as a weapon,
speaking.
but also it could kind of it will be a kind of one of the key, and you'll find out later.
おしっこするとキノコが出ましたけど、みんなでおしっこをかけるといいことが起こります。
You saw the mushroom growing, so if everyone kind of does it at the same spot, you will have something good later on.
まあそこにそれがゲームのあれではないですよ。肝ではない。
Well, of course, that's not the main part of the game, okay?
メインは世界をつないでいくっていう。
The main part is to connect the world together.
Wow. Well, I gotta say, it's so amazing to get a little insight into your mind between those clips and the gameplay. I think everyone's trying to piece together how this all fits together. But it's amazing stuff. Now, I know we have some photos when I got this. It was a couple of years ago when you scanned me. You wouldn't even tell me what we were doing, but you're like, come down to San Diego. Sit here, they put dots on my face.
Crazy, it was years ago.
I was there the same
I didn't
day
realize
that
his studio was in San Diego.
Scan as well. This was like, I think, September, October 2 years ago. And I didn't know what you were going to do with it. You're like, trust me, Jeff. I'm like, okay, sure. And then I find out I'm Luden's fan, right?
彼のとこ行って彼でいろいろこう仲良くなるといいもの。
Come here, let me steal your
So
likeness.
if you find him in the game and if you go to him and make the connection with him, he might give you something good.
まあジェフは比較的見つけやすいところに隠れてるんで。
Jeff is actually
発売してから楽しんでください。
apparent, and you could find him easily. So when the game comes out, just look for Jeff.
Well, I'm honored to have a little role in the cameo. And there'll be some other cameos, I'm sure, as well in this game.
そうですね。まだ発表できませんけど、たくさんの方が隠れてます。
Yes, I can't really say who yet, but there are many people in cameos.
Mr. Kojima, thank you so much for coming all this way to share a little
Sony
bit
gave him a
more
blank
of
check
Death
and he's like,
Stranding.
I'm bringing all my friends.
Mr. Kojima, there's so much there, and we don't have to wait long. You guys are on track for the game to come out this November, right? Excellent. All right, Mr. Kojima, thank you so much.
The Sony booth and the signing session?
Yes, that's right. And Mr. Kojima will also be doing a signing session here at Gamescom, right? And that'll be...
I feel bad for the translator, dude. Fucking, there's so many times where he's kept talking, and then he started trying to translate, then he started talking again, he had to, like, fucking route what he was saying.
Yeah.
While being completely vague.
At the Sony booth, you
can't imagine that's an easy job.
The briefing. The reason why Sam has to do this, the briefing scenes, you'll see at the Sony booth from tomorrow. So if you have time, just stop by.
でそれを見ると先ほどのジェフのビデオがより分かりやすく。
And if you see that, you'll understand what you saw today with trying to find Jeff and things like that. So it will be you'll get to be revealed
Trying to
more.
find
You'll be
Jeff.
understanding what we saw today.
That's the fucking...
That's the game.
That's the mission.
Find Jeff.
I can't tell you how much we all appreciate you coming all the way from Tokyo just as you're finishing the game, to be here for me, to be here for the fans. Give it up, Mr. Kojima. He's just finishing the game.
He shouldn't even be here.
Thank you so much, my friend.
Tokyo
It's always
or
such a
San
pleasure.
Diego?
Thank you
Where?
so much.
Both?
Kojima. All right, guys. Well, that's going to do it for our first ever Gamescom opening night live. Do you guys have fun? Should we do this every year?
Yeah, let's say I thought this was new because I've never seen for Gamescom them have like a fucking presentation like this.
Yeah.
Game and
Normally the event just happens, then announcements come out from the floor.
From Los Angeles to produce this with me. We will see you guys, of course, this December. The Game Awards will be back for our 5th anniversary live in Los Angeles. Much more information coming soon.
That's coming
We've got some pretty cool
quick.
stuff to show you guys.
I feel like we
Some
just
big new
watched it.
announcements, so stay tuned for that. But enjoy Gamescom, guys. Thank you so much. I'm Jeff Keighley. Have a great Gamescom, and we'll see you in December
Where
at the Game Awards.
is
Good night.
Cyberpunk?
Yeah, so that chat's been screaming the whole time.
Yeah. Well, Death Stranding looked fucking awesome. Even though I still don't know what's going on, I've seen more of it, which is cool to see. Not at all surprised by any of the weird quirks of him being able to piss or fucking taking care of the baby. I liked watching Kojima though while speaking Japanese, going. And I was like, yeah, he's talking about the baby. And I fucking like, I was just listening to him. He's like, yeah, you don't make it angry. But yeah, I'm just thoroughly impressed. But I know, like, I'm trying not to speculate too much because I know he's not showing us shit. And he's not telling us shit because, like I said, he always does that. All the games, he has this fucking knack for building up all this fucking hype and all this like just energy, and without showing you anything from the game. Anytime I play any Kojima game, Metal Gear Solids, any of them, there's so much of the game that it was never even shown in the trailers at all. He's really good about letting, like, a lot of people in their trailers they reveal fucking enough shit because it's a video game. They want you to get excited for it. With him, he doesn't want to show you anything. So he shows you just a little bit, and then when you play, you're like, I didn't see any of this fucking part of the game. So, you know, I know that a lot of the stuff he's showing is a minor part of it. So it's hard for me to go like, oh fuck, because like I know there's a lot we're not seeing. So, yeah. All the little systems too. I mean, Metal Gear Solid has all these like weird little things you can do fun constantly, all these Easter eggs, all these small details that's so fucking Kojima that that's one of the things about his games and his charm that I fucking love, and this game is definitely panning out to be the same thing. I also love that because 5 I think was a misstep in some ways. It's a very fun game to play, but as a Metal Gear Solid it was like not satisfying for me.
Right.
Story wise and cinematic wise, this game looks like he's going back to that. What I'm more used to when it comes to this game, so I'm really fucking excited for that.
Which is kind of funny because the amount of time you spent making this game is similar to probably Metal Gear Solid 5, I'd say, but that included making an engine. As for in this case, he's literally just got to work on a game.
Exactly, yeah. That's why the development's been so fast, because he didn't have to work on the engine, because he was gone for so long working on the Fox engine, and then Konami's just like, that's ours.
Yeah, for pachinko machines. Yeah, I mean, I'm on the same page as far as like being very impressed with what I see. I just wish there was more, obviously, but excuse me. I am kind of glad that they don't, though, because it does leave a lot to be discovered when we played the game. So.
Yeah. I'm gonna watch these real quick because they showed some stuff in the Stadia conference. Is this actually... I don't remember it being a 4-minute video. Meteoric Games, I guess probably just gonna talk. IGN, GameSpot. Let's see what they have to say.
If you replace your body with a machine, are you still human? Is it possible to maintain individualism without any human parts? And maybe that individualism is actually what creates humanity in us. CDPR has always been a company that put a very big emphasis on the storytelling, and creating very strong emotion in players.
With Cyberpunk, we're adding a whole new sort of pillar to it, which is what we call open-ended gameplay. We have non-linearity in storytelling, non-linearity in the way you explore the world, and now we want to introduce non-linearity in gameplay. You can play your character any way we would like to play him.
I like to complete missions in a way that I have managed to outsmart my opponents.
No matter what game it is, I always play big butch characters that kind of plow through everything.
And all these things have an effect on how your story plays out.
Thing he's whipping with is the same tool he used to hack things.
Good
Recently
morning,
somebody
Night
talked to me in the comments about you're going to be able to hack things with a cord. I'm like,
boy
yeah,
Johnny
footage I've
Silverhand.
watched. You can hack all sorts of shit with it, and he also uses it as a weapon.
a musician, but also an activist. We were creating this character, and as we were in the process, we realized, hey, it would be really cool if Keanu Reeves could play this character.
Keanu is amazing.
Johnny Silverhand will be our player's guide to the city. He's with you throughout most of the game.
Wake up, samurai. We have a city to burn.
This project is of a scale that we've never tackled before. The ambition is crazy.
Parts of it.
Something like Stadia really allows more people to experience our stories. Everyone gets to experience the same awesome story, quest, and locations.
It's a very technologically demanding game, but with Stadia, you can actually play it respectively of the power of your devices.
There are many scenes that people are going to have very strong feelings about. I hope that the lens of the game and the lens of the future will show them in an exaggerated way things that are already happening in our society. And hopefully our future is going to be better than the grim future of Cyberpunk 2077.
Nope, we're heading in that direction. Don't fucking show me an ad for Stadia right after I just watched it, you piece of shit. So is this the same video?
Let's find out. After that again.
We'll make our stand.
Free advertising.
Together we may unite as one and
Skeksis.
stop the Skeksis.
Gelfling.
Fucking Netflix.
If you replace your body with a machine.
Okay. So they just showed that on everything. Okay, so we saw that.
How's it?
Looked cool. There's a lot of little glimpses in there of the demo I watched. So I feel like, I hope they show that during Gamescom.
I mean, they might.
Maybe tomorrow.
Got a whole week.
We'll have to. And I was asked in the comments on Tastecast if we will be. They're like, I know one of you guys saw it, but are you guys going to react to it? 100%. Whatever comes out for Cyberpunk, we'll be reacting to. So that's like top priority for me, at least, for the channel. So even if it's footage I've seen already, I want to watch it and have that conversation with you guys and be there for you to be able to see and stuff like that. So
yeah,
'cause there's a lot of shit they showed off. So yeah, overall though, good opener for Gamescom. It's really cool to see them do the whole Jeff Keighley thing. I'm just gonna say that because it reminded me of the fucking Game Awards.
100%.
They're just like, hey, you do really good gaming events. Fucking, why don't you come out and do this? And he did his thing, and I think they did a good job. A lot of really cool announcements. That's probably the most exciting as an event I've seen Gamescom be. Seeing Death Stranding was awesome. Still don't know what the fuck's going on in it, but you know, we're getting a little bit more taste here and there of what's to come. Yeah, overall, really cool.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I love what he's done with the Game Awards, and obviously bringing a piece of that to another gaming thing is
He's
great.
gonna be a fucking Tokyo Game Show next.
He's
up there
he's gonna need to borrow the translator.
Yeah.
No, it's great because like the fun of E3, minus being there, obviously, is watching the conferences for me, and the whole thing, not just the trailers. I like the stage presentation and stuff like that. So I always welcome more of that kind of stuff, and with people pulling away from that, it's nice to see someone trying to keep it alive and well, because it's supposed to be entertainment, right? That's what it is. It's a spectacle, and that works for me. And because I mean, I can just YouTube a trailer. I don't need Gamescom for that. So, but to have a personality up there, bringing that hype level up, especially as we kind of brought up before, he kind of like is doing a really good job of being like a voice for gamers in that platform, and it's just really nice to see him up there, and I don't feel like there's just some like douchebag on stage trying to sell me a used rock. So
no. Yeah, I agree. Overall, though, what would you grade the presentation? I think I'd give it a solid B.
Yeah, I was thinking B+. Well,
there's some time there that was kind of dead for me.
There's some dead space. There's also
there's no dead space, and I'm sure people would love that.
There's also, he struggled with a couple of the people he's talking to, and that's not any of its fault, but it was something we had to watch. So, and then, the reveals, though cool, it was a lot of like smaller like indie stuff, which is fine. I love seeing that stuff. But really the only like big thing I think we really got out of it was Death Stranding.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, definitely. But at least it was like a whole showcase. I like how they showed off characters and they showed off actual gameplay, not just a clip of action sequences, but actually seeing like button inputs and stuff, which was kind of cool. So,
for sure.
And he said that Tokyo Game Show was gonna show more. So that was only a peek of what they're going to show there. So, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I am with the Japanese game market being where it is right now. TGS is going to be exciting, I think. So
yeah, I think so. I think we might see some Square Enix stuff.
I'm really bummed out that they only had the one thing, but hopefully they might have their own show at some point during the week too. They sometimes do that. So.
Yeah.
If boyfriends on social media made a phone plan, it would cost the same to post pics abroad, like this here, and this here.
Yeah.
Sorry, just thinking of fucking TGS and Square Enix. I was like, didn't they show off?
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 8? Was it you that showed me side by side of the original? Yeah, because I keep looking at this, I'm like, man, that looks old. And then, like, show me the real. Fuck.
Yeah, it was super pixelated.
They cleaned it up a lot. It's crazy.
Yeah, like right there, that's all cleaned up.
Yeah.
It looks really smart. Obviously, old ass assets.
Yeah, because if you think about it, like, I mean, that's almost like a PS2 game. If you think about it, like, PlayStation, the shit was pixelated as fuck. Yeah. It's actually really impressive. All sorts of spoilers.
This is really weird just because, like, in 14, there's a bunch of Final Fantasy 8 stuff right now, so.
The fuck out of your Spazio. Alright. That was cool too. So,
yeah.
Let's wrap it up. Gamescom was cool. Death Stranding was cool. Everything else they're showing was cool. FIFA, I don't give a fuck about. Some of the other things I don't give a fuck about. Final Fantasy 8 looking cool.
Lots of random over-the-top games that are either strategy or building games, which I'm fine with, but did not expect to see that much of. Yeah, I mean, overall good show. I mean, obviously there's going to be stuff that I don't care about, but that's going to happen with no matter what. So,
yeah.
But overall, I had fun. I didn't feel like it was 2 hours, which is important.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, when I'm checking the time, it's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let us know in the comments what you guys think of Gamescom opening night live, or whatever the hell it's called. What was your favorite thing they showed off? What do you think about Death Stranding? Are you on the Death Stranding train, or are you still going like, what the fuck is this? I know there's some people out there going like, well, this game's overhyped, you know. To each their own. I can understand where you're coming from.
Yeah.
Well, I can't because I'm a fucking Kojima fanboy, but I get it. And yeah, what was some other games from Gamescom that got you excited? I mean, it was nice to see Disintegration finally. I'm curious about that.
Yeah.
Predator, I am more so excited after I found out who's making it than the property itself. And yeah, let us know also in the comments if there's something that you wanted us to watch that we did not watch. Obviously, there's some videos that I had to go look for. Yeah. And throughout the week of Gamescom, if other things get announced, anything high profile, we'll be covering. If there's something that gets announced you'd like us to talk about or watch, let us know in the comments. But that's going to do it for this TLG Reacts. And yeah, stay tuned for the rest of the week. We'll be, like I said, covering stuff if it comes out. So until the next episode, have a good week, guys, and take it easy.